It looks like it applies to your character. Hello, everybody. My name is Cheeseoff. Welcome back to the Dragon of Icespire Peak. We're gonna do something a little different today. We're still down one player, unfortunately. So we are going to do a. Your mic is not on. We're going to we're going to do a side quest. Yes, that is exactly what that means. I can hear you and they cannot. Because I don't know how to mute you guys separately. We are going to do a side quest. We're going to do a homebrew side quest, actually. So, this will be interesting. And it's supposed to be a little spoopy, but we'll see. It might not be. So, we're going to come around, introduce the players. So, Woogie, tell us a little bit about you, your character, and whatnot.
My name is Woogie.
About him. Sorry.
My name is Woogie, and I play the character K. I also. Do you want me to tell about me as well? A little bit about.
Whatever you want to share.
Well, I am the proprietor and runner of the YouTube channel HSF Productions, and there's a new two videos under production right now that are going to take a long time, but it should be wonderful when I get my camera stabilizer and I have actual B-roll that isn't shaky as fuck. So that'll be great.
Here we go.
Fun fact about Woogie, his name of his character is K, and the quality of the character as well.
Yep. Every kiss begins with K.
Rumpelstiltskin, tell us about yourself and your character.
That's me.
Yeah, the character, the player previously known as Skis.
Please stand up. Yes, no, I'm a person who does some things and some stuff. Mainly wrestling people / things to the ground and having them murdered by my friends. And then on the weekend when I play D&D... But yeah, no, I'm just a dick behind the camera. Don't pay attention to me, James. Carry on.
He's mean to me, and it's great. That's basically our entire friendship and persona and real life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tusker, tell us about a little bit about your character, whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Tusker20, and I play Cal. He is a druid warlock.
Caldro.
Interesting combo.
Mm-hmm.
A drewlock. And other than that,
He's
I
a
don't really
dreadlock.
do much other than play Stardew Valley, but I don't stream any. But I'm the new guy here.
Yeah, he's it's a new guy, and he's the only multi-class character, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm a weirdo like that. I like my multi-class characters.
Mm-hmm.
He likes to be good at nothing and somewhat specialized into stuff that he's not really good at anyway.
Right. I'm the support character.
Weird for a warlock to be support.
Yeah.
All right.
It's different.
When we didn't play too long ago, so why doesn't everyone roll a d20 for me, please?
Ooh.
You don't know what this is about. This is torture. Don't do it. I'm
Roll
staying.
Roll that d20.
I plead the fifth.
Oh, I'm starting out well. Yeah.
That's okay.
2.
It's pretty much a warm-up roll.
Good. Hey, I'm not dead last. That's great.
Hey, 17. K, give us an in-character recap of what happened last time, please, because you were closest to the DM's role.
Okay. Let me get back into his actual voice real quick and not fuck it up like I did last session.
Did you wait? Did you roll a 1d1?
He's cheating real hard.
I'm not cheating. Fuck you. You're cheating.
Skis, you can help him. You can do it together.
Oh, as our characters, that'll be great.
yeah. In character,
This one
in character.
time
So
at
so Kay and Kay and Sirik
Yes.
go in character recap together, please.
So, we had a farm at one point.
Does your
Right.
face always look like that when you talk?
Usually, yes.
I'm not 100% sure if that was out of character.
Exactly. I'm saying me. Fuck you, James.
But we had a farm, and we found a cow on the way to the farm, and then we tied up the cow. Well, I'm really bad at remembering. I'm sorry. I'm still kind of.
Almost as bad as your accent.
Oh, that's fair. Thank you. Anyways, I'm trying here. He's sorry.
Don't break character, man. I'm just insulting your accent. Fuck you.
You need to
Carry
be in
on.
character too.
I'm in character. Fuck you. I just don't like the way you talk. But so you met a cow. You did some tying.
You were with us when we met the cow.
I know, but you're the one telling the story.
We're telling the story.
Well, we're not. We're arguing about who's telling the story.
Well, right now we're arguing about telling the story.
Well, then who's telling the story if we're arguing about telling the story?
You know what? Fuck you. Tell the story.
We did some stuff that included, but not limited to, killing some folks, not killing some folks, and walking. So, in conclusion, we did good things.
I passed out.
That's right. Yeah,
You didn't pass out.
passed out.
That's what we're gonna tell the audience. I passed out.
Yes, no, okay, just because in character becomes far too conflictful because I'm a bastard. So we went to a farmhouse, we murdered some innocent orcs that were sleeping who could have been good people, but we didn't give a fuck because we're lawful people. Whoa. Then we went downstairs, found some wax skulls, thought the guy in the chair was a weirdo, realised who he was a weirdo, some animal fetish for a cow called Petunia. The farm burned down, not too sad about that. Returned to said place with him and an orc friend that we didn't kill because we have convinced him to tell the story that of what happened in a way that will look good on everyone, and he doesn't have to die. And it's also really good having a contact in the goblin tribe. So we encountered him. We walked him all the way back to the cow. Then met a second cow. I mean, Tusker, sorry. And
Cow.
he followed along and is now living with Weird Al Yankovic and whatnot.
And you guys are back at the town. You guys came into town up kind of about sunrise, and everyone pretty much immediately went to bed because it was a very, very long day for all of you.
I learned how to do magic.
And you learned how to do magic. You got the shit beaten out of you by your friend,
Well, friends are strong.
Yes.
by your companion. You got the shit beaten out of you by your companion. You passed out and had a flashback and realized, oh shit, I know how to do magic.
Holy shit!
Yeah. You ever seen Spirited Away where the girl's riding on the dragon and the dragon doesn't remember who he is, so the girl says, "Hey, I think you're a river spirit," and then he immediately stops being a dragon because he's like, "Oh shit, I can't be a dragon. I'm a river."
Oh shit!
It's literally exactly what happened.
Yeah, it is though.
Oh
Like, this
shit.
is great. I think you're a river.
So you guys wake up in the evening. Yeah, you guys wake up in the evening because you kind of got into Phandalin at sundown. You are in your individual own rooms. Cal, you have woken up in like on the couch of this dwarf's home in Phandalin, and he is still asleep, sawing logs like a motherfucker.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm. What would you guys like to do immediately?
I'd like to go out and get some ale and flapjacks.
Great. That would you would know that you have to get those from the Stonehill Inn.
I would also like to wake up and go downstairs after I have put on my... I went to put my hood and mask up, and then remembered about a wanted poster and kept my hood down and my mask down. And
Great.
put those glasses on.
And you have glasses on. So,
I'm staying in bed and being a lazy fuck.
Kyle, you get into the Stonehill Inn.
Well, Skis, you're supposed to role play, not just play.
Pretend your character's slightly different than you.
No.
Do the exact thing I'm not doing, which is acting like my character is any different from actually me. The only difference is he commits murder and I don't.
Kyle, you get in. The Stonehill Inn is getting pretty busy because it's getting to evening. It's like the early parts of dinner time.
Dinner, yes.
So you show up. It is exactly 8 o'clock. And
It's 5 o'clock
The
somewhere.
best time.
and you get in pretty much at the same time that your friend that you met on the road, one of the friends that you met on the road, is coming down the stairs from where the rooms are rented.
Oh, hello again. How are you?
Hello. How are you doing? Feeling any better?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, that's good because you were looking mighty rough when I.
I'd imagine so.
By the way, I'm Cal, and you're
Kay.
Kay. Nice to meet you again.
Yeah, it's good to meet you formally.
So, what you doing in town?
Well, making money.
That's always good.
Making money and staying away from a very bad man.
Somebody after you?
Yeah, call it that.
Yeah. I hope they don't
Also,
follow you here.
I have to
Whatever.
roll deception.
Why?
Because that's a lie.
That you're running from a bad man?
That I'm running from a bad man.
I honestly was sitting there going, is James going to let him do that? And he went, yes. And I was like, okay.
Hey, I don't know anybody. I would have believed it.
Competing rules to the deception versus insight.
I rolled a 14.
Cal, roll some insight.
Okay.
Fuck.
21.
He knows that you're not, that some of this is kind of flubbered.
I don't know what he does with that info, but he knows I'm not telling the full truth and nothing but the truth.
And nothing but the not truth.
Yeah.
The bar's getting pretty crowded. It's getting pretty busy. There's Bard playing on the stage quietly, kind of dinnerish music sort of things. Not 100% fitting to the background music that's playing where it's a little party-ish, but it is busy. The two of you are talking, and Big Al comes into the bar, and he sees the two of you, and he comes right up to you, and he claps you both on the back, and he says, "Friends, how are you? I didn't see you all day. Have you been sleeping?"
Yeah, it was a long night.
Yeah, it's a long, long day.
It wasn't a very easy day, I agree, and you guys were quite busy helping save my ranch. I wasn't able to thank you properly before you went back into, or before you guys went in for the evening. So I don't have a lot of spare coin that I can offer you. Where is your other friend? Wasn't there another friend here? Where is he? Is he not up yet?
Which one?
Did he just assume? Just put it out there. Did he just assume my gender?
Oh, we lost someone.
I mean, what?
What? Yeah, this old farmer saw a guy entirely covered in armor head to toe and assumed your gender.
Bastard.
Sierra comes running down the steps saying, "Watch your microaggressions. Quit oppressing." I apologize for the tasteless joke, but it was a pretty good time.
You told him.
Me too.
Wait, what did you say to him when he asked about the friend? Your sleeping
said-
friend?
I said which one? There was a guy in armor and a dwarf.
No, the heavily armored one. And for the dwarf, for that matter. Where are you two? Are the early risers? At this time? It's time for dinner.
That's why I rose. I'm hungry.
But yeah, I'm hungry as well. But
Where's my flapjacks?
I think it's a little past Flapjack's time, but let's see if we can get a plate. This place is getting pretty full.
Kay grabs Big Al by his shoulders. It is never not Flapjack time. No, that doesn't happen.
Way overly passionate about flapjacks.
That doesn't actually happen, no.
We're gonna have a hard time finding a table. We'll have to. It's getting pretty busy in here, so we'll have to probably sit with someone.
Hey, just one question. How's Petunia?
Oh, she's fine. A little bit spooked, but she's okay.
Ah, that's good.
She's nicely in the horse stables now. What do you want, sleeping guy?
Horse stables.
I would like to walk down the stairs,
Okay.
walk to the nearest table with the fewest amount of people, slam the fist down on the table and say, "Move."
There is a table with one person sitting there, and he just has an ale. He doesn't have anything else, and he kind of jumps when you do that.
I'm fully armored, like fucking weapons and everything. Move.
I'm sorry, and he
Hey, what do you know? A table opened up.
gets up and he kind of just goes and stands by the bar.
I wave at the barman. Get that man a drink, and then just carry on.
All right. Big Al looks at you, Kyle, and he says, "Yes, it does look like your friend did happen to find an empty table, and he's gone."
Okay, I walk over to that table as well, and I weapons.
And you which?
I have my weapons on me. I have the hood or mask. So over to the table and sit across from.
All right. Big Al walks over. He kind of sits down with you guys, and he says, you joined them too, correct, Kyle?
Yes.
Great. Big Al sits down with you guys, and he says, I never got to, like I was saying, I never got to properly thank you guys for helping me and everything, and unfortunately, with everything that's happened at my ranch, I don't have a lot of coin in the way of offering, but I can give you a choice of 2 items if you want.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I do have, which I'm not going to be needing this because I'm going to have to be doing a lot of work on my ranch for the next while. I do have mithril chainmail. So, if you know chainmail, it's just chainmail, except it doesn't give you disadvantage on trying to sneak. It's not loud. It's silent.
Interesting.
And then he says, or I have this magical pouch. And he kind of puts a small kind of coin purse pouch on the table. And he says, there's always something different when you reach in.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't hear pouch, I heard couch.
He said pouch. And then he demonstrates. He reaches in. And he goes like almost elbow deep into this small coin purse that definitely doesn't go that deep. And then he pulls out he pulls out a small bag of flour. And he says, see, you never really know what you're going to get when you reach in here. And you guys are muted for me, so I'm gonna pop in and out.
I mean, hello.
Hello.
Mother lover.
I know.
There you go. So I say to him, see, that's all well and good, but if you can't afford to pay us, except for bags, that can pull out things we don't need and armor that would not fit me on a good day, I would like stock in your business. Thank you.
Oh, now that's an idea. What can you offer in the way of being a partner in the butter ranch?
Do you know how your head's on your shoulders and it wouldn't have been had I not been there?
Oh,
Yeah, I think that's a very good bargaining point I've got, right?
I'm not too fond of that attitude, so.
I'm gonna nudge. Like, well, he makes a very good point.
Without us, you would have been quite literally orc food. And if I've got investment, then I want to protect said investment, would I not?
So you're just going to bully me?
No, all I've done is sit here and go, I saved your life. No, I'm not threatening to chop his head off. I was threatening to. I was just mentioning.
You
that I
literally
saved him.
just threatened to chop his head off.
No. I'm saying, I said, had I not come, your head would not be on your shoulders. Then you'd be orc food.
You said,
No,
you know
but-
how your head is attached to your shoulders.
Woogie, did I actually? You heard what I said, right?
You said these exact words. You know how your head is attached to your shoulders? It would not have been that way if I hadn't shown up.
I did.
If-
So yeah, I'm not threatening to kill the prick. I'm reminding him that his head would not be attached to his shoulders had I not come along.
Well, your orc friend, wherever he is, I don't know where he's run off to. Maybe he's also still out for the night.
Stop changing the subject. It's business talk right now, okay? Right now.
He was also the one who
Give him a job.
went and
then.
looked
I'm
for
asking.
help.
He did, but we did the business.
He could
If
have
someone sees
mustered
something
the
wonderful,
courage.
if you see a scout, do you thank the binoculars? No. Hence my point. We're talking business right now. You want to reimburse me. I want to accept reimbursement.
I've just
What
tried
I
to
want-
offer a token of thanks, and these are all I can provide right now.
Well, this is the whole point. It's long term. You wouldn't have to give me anything now. You just say, let me sign a piece of paper saying I own X% of this and that I'll get an income of it. Part of your income.
It wouldn't come out of your overhead, and understanding that it wouldn't be part of your franchise ownership. What it would just be part of your dividend and profit revenue that you could pull over and then put into like a dividend spending that you give out to different stockholders you have. It's kind of like a business type IRA.
I think he's a little
What he
overwhelmed
said.
because I don't think banks function that well yet.
No,
Okay. Cool. So, I want to own part of your business. I want an income from it, and I'll look after it. I'll look after it. Out of said income, not extra. I'll put a vested interest in our business. I'm not asking for 50%. I'm not asking for half. You still have the majority share. You do what you want, and I get a long-term investment. I have something to look after and something to line my pockets later on in life. Am I understood?
Yeah, yes, I understand this. What so? And he looks at the other two of you. He goes, "Do you all agree with this, or do one of you actually want a materialistic object that would be immediately helpful?"
I don't really care about either of the items you brought, I'm gonna be honest.
I like the pouch.
I also don't want an investment in your farm. I just want to eat. So,
Well, we should order then and get some drinks and talk this over some drinks. And he when he waves down he flags down whoever is being barmaid at the moment, because I imagine barmaids would come in the evening for busy times.
All I can say right now is Bree.
And she comes in and she takes your guys' order for food and for drinks and everything. And then she goes and she places the order in the kitchen, and she comes back pretty shortly after and brings everyone a round of drinks. And after a couple minutes, doesn't take too long because they're busy and they were expecting it. She comes back out with some plates of food. And I've been muted again, or you guys are muted for me again. So I'm just gonna pop in and out real quick.
I can hear you.
Perfect. I couldn't hear you guys. So you guys have plates and meals now this evening.
Okay.
Hey, Big Al, can I play with that pouch for a while?
He looks at you slightly like scandalized. He's like, "What?"
Please, is he wearing a kilt? Yes.
No.
So, damn it.
Big Al, can I play with your sack?
Can I play with your sack?
No, I just want to see the pouch. Try it out a couple times.
Yeah, you can try it out a couple times.
Thank you. So I grab the pouch.
Pulls
I
out
reach
a
in
blade.
and I pull out.
You pull out a bunch of, like a handful of pitons, like for mountain climbing, and a bunch of fishing line.
Yeah, sweet.
A pigeon?
Or python? I don't know exactly what they're called.
Python, yeah.
A python.
Or piton, I think it is.
Or piton.
Will you stop picking on the way he talks, you bunch of fucks? Your language is basically a bastardized version of mine, and I have the right to tell you to shut up.
So true. So true.
It's apparently pronounced piton.
Piton. So
Yeah.
you pull out like a handful of those, and then some, and then
I'll pee on my ton. But anyway.
and then some fishing line.
What sort of mother? I look at the bag and go, mother of BDSM kit.
You just reach your hand in and you pull out some really random objects. It's
Useless.
sometimes it's for when I was adventuring it wasn't useless, but now that I don't do anything and I'm just a rancher, it's pretty useless.
Okay. Hang on.
Well, I'm going to try something. I'm going to try concentrating on a cure wounds potion, and I'm going to concentrate real hard, and I'm going to reach in and grab to see if I can pull out one.
You pull it out. You pull it just like a glass bottle of water.
And then you see a hand and a head come out and say, "Remember to stay hydrated."
Yeah. Don't forget to bring it down.
Have you had a fit today?
Have you drank your 8 glasses of water?
I look at Big Al and go, "You're an adventurer, so you understand that having a later investment for your later years is a good thing and important. Yet you refuse me the same. What's what I'm looking for? The same
Hospitality.
fortune, the same opportunity. If anything, it's going to gain you more money. I will walk around branded in my armor. I'll have the brand of Big Al on my chest. I'll advertise to every town I go to. I'll hire people to protect your farm, and all you have to do is sit and make stuff, and not worry about anything. And you're saying no to me.
It's not a terrible idea, but a lot of adventurers wind up dead.
This guy fought a manticore and won. It's gonna be hard to kill him.
I slam my shield. I slam a shield on the table and like, yes.
What? And he picks up the shield and he admires it, and he's like looking at, oh my god, and yes, we should. Oh my god, yeah, you would be great muscle to have and representation.
I am the head of the Manticorian mercenaries. I'm the head. I'm not the brains or anything. I'm just the head. I'm the bit that runs in.
So, you guys start talking business and percentage, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, the door to the bar just flings open, really hard, really hard, really loud, and it literally makes everyone stop. The bard stops playing. Everyone stops what they're doing. And they just kind of look over at the door, and nothing's.
I haven't stopped. I'm just still.
I'm sitting there with Big Al, like again across the table, like so.
Because I'm you. I mean, I grew up on, being thrown out of bars. I'm used to bar doors just slamming open when I'm in them. So I'm just like.
There's a big gust of wind and everything, and like it's really just odd that, the door hasn't slammed open like so hard before.
Like so hard.
Like so hard, you guys.
It's like so hard. It's so crazy.
And you're sitting there, and there's no one's there. No one's coming in. No one's going out. Everyone's just staring at the door.
Jason Voorhees.
The bouncer stands up to go over and just close the door. And he goes up.
That was fucking weird, man.
And he just grabs the door to close it again. But immediately he's flung into the bar by nothing. And he smashes and goes through the wall. Most of him goes through the wall. And a lot of them splatters on the wall.
Well, hang on. Someone goes through a wall.
Most of him goes through a wall. He's got
From the wind.
from nothing. It was like he was violently smacked by something massive and thrown against the wall. But he went right through the wall.
Like, that's not right.
I like Big Al. Can I borrow my shield, please?
And as soon as this happens, the bar erupts. Everyone
Like explodes.
kind of. Everyone suddenly stands up. Everyone's screaming and everyone's running in random directions. And it's just a sea of people, and you guys are immediately, almost because of how crowded the bar is, like you're almost thrown to your feet out of your table from people running around.
Real
I
quick.
think we only just got this table. God damn it.
As soon as that guy would get smashed into the wall and becoming part of the decoration, I would immediately take my glasses off, put them in the bag, put the mask up, put the hood up, get weapons out. Like, what the fuck? Let's go.
And I cast Mage Armor.
Okay. Excuse me.
I cast shield armor. Oh wait, it's permanent.
And there's a couple other people who kind of go flying. No one goes as flying as violently as the bouncer was, but other people go flying, and it looks like something is clearing a path, but there's nothing there.
Where this path is being cleared, can I cast a spell?
Yeah.
Power word kill.
I think that's level 9. And if he literally just got magic, I don't know if he can do that.
Unfortunately, I just can't. I'm going to try and use lightning lure on the area where it's like empty.
Clever.
So I'm going to cast lightning lure.
What does that do? Action: a lash of lightning energy that strikes one creature of your choice that you can see within range. You cannot see, so there's nothing there. A target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pulled 10 feet in a straight line towards you, and then take 1d8.
Noticing, I would like to throw my pint of ale that was on the table at it.
We'll get to that in a second. Does lightning lure have an attack that you would have to roll for? Do you have to roll to hit lightning lure?
No.
Okay.
Target must succeed a strength saving throw or be pulled 10 feet in a straight line towards you, and then and then it takes 1d8 lightning damage if it is within 5 feet of you.
Yes. I'm gonna say this doesn't work because you don't see anything there. There's nothing that you can see.
Okay. Also,
I see what he does and then throw the pint.
Also, real quick, because I'm adding this to my character because he just relearned that he understands magic.
Mm-hmm.
He shocks himself a little bit too, not for any hit points, but he's like, for a second. It's just,
Okay.
Fuck.
You throw your pint at this empty space. Roll a ranged attack with an improvised weapon at disadvantage. Oh, you're gone again. I'll be right back.
Rise weapon.
Hi.
I roll.
It'd be for ranged. It would be a 1d20 plus your dex. I don't think you would have. I don't think you would have a proficiency bonus with an improvised weapon.
Okay.
So it would just be 1d20 plus dex.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage because you're throwing blindly.
I'm not aiming at it. I'm aiming at a space.
Yeah.
All right. Ha! Fuck you and your disadvantage.
Yeah.
I mean, what?
Fuck disadvantage, right? The pint goes flying and it crashes. It smashes in midair. The cup, and there's
there.
and you
I tried to cam like there. It's there.
And
Look
there's
at it. It's got...
and there's just a dripping wet arm, and it's a very large arm. It is.
Get it, Wiggy. Okay, get it.
And it comes back and it smacks another person out of the way, and it's and between hitting this person and just the normal fling, most of the ale kind of is already off of it, and it's hard to see. And he smacks someone else, and
As soon as that arm is covered and Sirik is going there. I'm going to try and do a short bow attack. I'm assuming.
You heard. Carry on.
I'm assuming at disadvantage.
At disadvantage. As it's smacking, it's getting harder to see because the ale is getting thrown and dried off of it.
All right.
8. You shoot, and the arrow kind of goes into the wall of just behind the bar.
Also,
And
why am I a turd? Schism.
Lightning law doesn't need a target to hit, and you would have pulled it at us, and then I can punch it.
I hate Discord so
I have to
much.
see it still, and I could only see
You
an
saw
arm.
it.
I don't know
You-
if that
you could-
counts as just seeing the arm.
Yes, but you can see it. That's the point. If you can see a target, you can hit it.
Yes, but all right. Whatever.
If you could see even a smidgen of it, like even if you just saw an outline, you can go. "Ugh!"
People are getting thrown. You miss with the short bow, and the arm is pretty much gone again. No longer covered in the ale.
Can I figure out where this thing is by people flying?
Easily.
I charge at this thing.
You charge at this thing.
Yeah, I'm running spear it. Even through people. I don't give a fuck. I'll throw people if I have to.
You are almost completely across the bar from where where this thing is.
And the bar's not going to be more than 30 feet, I envision.
With the crazy amount of people running, and with the new invigorated, some people briefly saw an outline of a big monstrous arm. This is
I will
rough
strength check
terrain.
it. I will strength check it. I'll move these people myself.
It's not going to be a strength check. It's going to count as difficult terrain.
So I can only get 15 feet. I'm still not 15 feet away from it, right?
No, it would be it would be almost the whole 30 feet of movement.
Ah!
So
You're killing me, Smalls. What are you doing?
you can see that the path this thing is clearing is going to this person that you've thrown out of this table.
I knew I should have stabbed him. I mean, what?
And Big Al immediately jumps to his feet and says, "We have to get out of here. We have to go." And
Okay, bye. I wave a little bit. Standing here in my difficult terrain, I'm just standing looking at it like that.
I'm gonna misty
Also-
step. I'm gonna misty step to the door of the bar.
Can I
Okay.
just put a small thing out there? Do you know the map screen we've got up right now?
mm-hmm.
There's a dude in the rafters.
Is it really? That's so cool. I didn't see that originally.
I'm sitting and looking at the stream going, what the fuck is that? Anyway, sorry, Echo.
Yeah, I misty step to the Oh,
Rafters.
there is a dude in the rafters. Holy shit!
Yeah, that's really cool. He's right
Yeah.
up there. Yeah.
Misty step to the rafters.
No, I misty step to the door of the bar.
Okay.
Out. Later.
You're out. Big Al goes to follow you out the door. He's a lot slower than you because he's not teleporting.
Correct.
Skis, Cal.
Still charging the fucker.
Do you
Still charging.
All right, charge the thing.
Thank fuck for that. Basically, it's a running up and attacking them. What is it to grapple?
We're gonna have to look this up because we learned that we did grapple rules wrong.
No, I said we ignored that and we lied, okay? Fuck you and my misreading. We're doing it the way we've done it because that's how we did it in the past. So, running up and grappling him would be strength check, is it not?
Strength contest, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Surprise, initiative, turn, bonus actions. Um,
Grappling. When you want to grab a creature or wrestle it, you can use an attack action to make a special melee attack a grapple. So, I can use if you're able to make multiple attacks with the attack, the attack replaces one of them. Okay, cool. The target of your grapple must be no more than one size larger than you. You must be within reach, using at least one free hand to try and seize the target, making the grapple checks. And instead of attack roll, a strength athletics check contested by the strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics check. The target chooses the ability to use. If you succeed, the subject is grappled. Okay.
Okay.
So for as long as I've got a hand open, which I have, I run and I do. As far as I can see, it says do an attack roll.
Yeah.
No. Wait.
Instead of an attack roll,
roll
a strength athletics check against the target's strength, athletics, or dexterity check. The target chooses its ability to use. If you succeed,
Cool.
Okay.
James, did you just assume this creature's gender, you fuck?
Yeah, I did. I just assumed this creature's gender.
Shit on a bastard! Sorry. Carry on.
And he has to contest it.
Yes, with either acrobatics or athletics. He had 100 strength. He did miss someone.
He has 1,000,000 strength. He gets an automatic +20.
You don't grapple.
Alright, cool. I'll fuck him up next time.
And but you did feel something. And
The love of another.
you did feel something, but you didn't get a good contact or anything with it. And then people suddenly stop being thrown at this point, and the person but people are still running around and freaking out. And some people move into what you expect was the same space that you just attacked in, and they're able to go into into that space freely.
Cool. All of a sudden, bonus action, I turn into a fucking werewolf. Fuck you. I'm done with your shit. This is the first time you guys are finding out I'm a werewolf as well, which is kind of annoying. But hey ho.
Can you turn into a werewolf?
Yes.
Can you post you turning into a werewolf? The ability that lets you do that? Hyper transformation. Holy shit.
What's that? Yeet. Okay. Yeah, you
It's hyper from Ponar.
No, basically it's this. I do, it's sort of like a barbarian rage. So.
Oh Jesus! What? That is a wall of text.
Yeah.
Return normal form as a bonus action. You automatically return normal form if you fall unconscious, drop to 0 hit points, or die. Feature replaces rules for lycanthropy within the monster's manual. Hybrid transformation features. When you're transformed, you gain the following features: Feral Might. You gain +1 to melee damage rolls. This bonus increases at 11th and 18th. You also have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
I didn't even read that. Fuck, I was just doing it for effect. Oh, that works.
Resilient Hide. You have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage, and non-magical attacks made with silver. And resistance to blood piercing and made non-silver. You have. While you are not wearing heavy armor, you gain +1 bonus to your AC. Predatory strikes. You can apply your Crimson Right feature to your unarmed strikes as a single weapon. You can use dexterity instead of strength for your attack and damage rolls for your unarmed strikes. When you use the attack action with your unarmed strike, you can make one unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Basically, my Crimson Right is elemental damage I can apply to my weapon whenever I want. So I applied it to my claws because I can do this.
Bloodlust. If you begin your
Yeah,
turn
that's the
within...
scary one. This is the bad bit. This is the drawback of being discriminative in this.
If you begin your turn with no more than half your max hit points, you must succeed on a DC 8 Wisdom saving throw or move directly towards the nearest creature and to you and use the attack action against that creature. You can choose whether or not to use your extra attack feature for this frenzied attack. If there is more than one possible target, roll to randomly determine the target. You then regain control for the remainder of your turn. If you're under the effect that prevents you from concentrating like Barbarian's Raid feature, you automatically fail at the saving throw. You're under the effect that prevents you from concentrating.
Basically, anything that... Yeah. So, basically, I can do everything I want until I don't understand the wording. If you begin your turn with no more than half your hit maximum.
Yeah, so if you're at half health.
So if you start,
Alright, go.
Yeah, if you start your turn, when it's your turn again, if you are at half health.
Okay, cool. I'm at full health. Fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So, tell me when the next turn... So he stops now. He's not doing anything. Some dude behind him has just now gone, fuck you, I'm a werewolf. But while wearing heavy armor, because my AC stays the same.
It seems like it's gone.
Are you fucking serious, man?
That's what after you ran through the space, it seems like it's gone.
Oh, I smell it. I sniff for it.
You know what you're sniffing for, because this is a very crowded bar.
I was just on top of the bastard. I know what it smells like.
Okay.
So I have. Where is the thing I'm trying to read? I have advantage on things that involve smelling. I know that because I've done it before. It's definitely a thing because I've seen it. Heightened senses. Starting when you choose the archetype at level 3, you adopt improved abilities for natural predator. You can gain advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on smell or hearing.
Okay.
So I've got advantage. So
okay, roll.
1, 2. Oh, that's 1. It's not 1. That's 1. Fuck off, cock.
Roll perception check at advantage. It is going to compete. Well, never mind. It is a nat 20. It still smells like whatever this thing is still here.
Cool. I sniff the bastard out, and while doing so, I fire claws it out, and then get ready.
It is up. It's not on the ground. It is airborne now.
Oh, sick! I like everyone. It's up. Run outwards if you want to go. I can still talk, and I find the nearest place to climb up.
The nearest place to climb up would be on top of the bar.
I climb up on the bar, then climb up in the rafters. Assuming it's set up as it in the picture, right?
No, because this is a multi-level establishment, so this is just a picture I pulled. So there would be a normal roof, there would be no rafters, because the second level would be bedrooms and whatnot.
Okay, so it's in the bedrooms. Okay, I fucking run up the stairs then.
Do you run up the stairs? It was in that room. It was in that common room.
It was
okay.
airborne.
Yeah, it was just airborne. So it's not on the floor. It's not on the floor anymore.
Is it on the ceiling?
You just know it's. I think with
oh fuck
the
it!
perception.
I walk around. Okay, go on.
You just know that it is still in that room, and it is still moving towards that person.
I stand by the person.
You go stand by the person?
Yeah, fuck him. I'm like, you stay there, I'll stay here. Take this shield. If you get it, hit it in the face. Cool.
What are you doing, Cal?
Think about it. Would you even notice me? Because I'm only half transforming. Would you even notice I've turned werewolf?
I think it would just kind of increase panic directly around you, but people are still panicking and still trying to flee.
No, I mean in general. Would if even if I did change, because I'm in such clunky armor, do you reckon you'd even notice me swapping and changing into a werewolf? I don't think so. Personally,
I'm not sure.
we'll discuss this at a later date. Don't worry. Carry on.
Tusker, what is Cal doing? While this armored compatriot is attacking at nothing, and your other friend while your hooded companion and Big Al are bailing out of this place.
I've already bailed. I've been bailed, dude. I fucking.
Okay, so I saw him transform into a wolf. The first thing I'm going to do is establish a mind link between myself and the wolf.
Hang on.
Okay.
You haven't seen me turn into a wolf. I'm not. I am still humanoid and talking.
He's humanoid talking,
you are?
covered
Okay.
in a heavy
My
armor.
bad.
He's this character literally just looks like a big suit of armor.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Okay.
I may have a
Then I
few
don't
hairs
have to
sticking
do
out
that.
of there, but
Yeah.
no, you don't.
Maybe
Okay.
there's some pretty hairy joints on this thing
Oh,
now,
my
but that's
grandma.
about it.
What? Oh my grandma! What big armor you have?
Okay, at this point then, I'm going to go ahead and wild shape into a brown bear.
Okay.
It's a fucking zoo in here. What's going on?
And I'm going to hold my action until we can find a target.
I point towards it. It's on the ceiling.
He points up.
Yeah, well, that's not going to do us any good.
Burn the place down.
Is what he says in bear. So it just sounds.
And I'm going to establish a mind link between myself and the wolf character.
Me.
That way I can talk. We can have communications.
What does the mind link let you do? Can you can you post that
Yeah,
for me,
absolutely. Absolutely.
He would post it, but he only made it up on the spot. So
please? Mind link. You can speak telepathically to any
It's,
creature you can see, provided
Yeah.
the creature is within a number of feet equal to 10 times your level. You don't need to share a language. What is your druid level? Because that's a that's
4.
a racial.
Oh, I'm sorry, not. Yeah.
Third-
It's,
Okay.
And I'm a second level druid.
Okay.
It doesn't. No, if it's racial, it
Fourth
doesn't. It doesn't
If it's racial, it would be total level then, not class level.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. 4. Yeah.
But the creature
fourth
must
level
be
cat.
able to understand at least
Alistar.
one language. When you use this trait, speak telepathically, you can use your action to give that creature the ability to speak telepathically with you for 1 hour. Okay, so you can't hold an action to
True.
to get
But I'm going to
responses.
cast that.
Okay.
swing
Yeah,
wildly
I'm
at the
just
roof.
casting that.
Okay.
Right. Just ignore the holding action.
Okay.
Just establishing communications between me and him, because that's the only way we're going to be able to talk while I'm wild shape.
Okay. So the two of you are beast mode,
Right.
and
And I'm looking around for a target.
and you're looking
That's all
around
I'm
for a target.
Basically, I'm stood there, claws in one hand that are flaming claws and a flaming sword, which is gonna be fun because I can do both. Let's go, motherfucker. Let's go.
And
The K's outside smoking a cigarette. It's like,
Yeah, where is our third member?
yeah, K and Big Al have left the building. K, what would you like to do outside this building?
Hold on, just 1 second.
All right.
he gets up and starts doing karate moves. I want to do this. Hi-ya!
Give me something to snarl at.
Oh, what happened there?
You swap into phone, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the camera thing on my phone, but I don't know if it's gonna let me. It doesn't look like it's gonna let me. Shit. Well, I want to go out and smoke a cigarette anyways.
Is it because I mentioned you went outside and went? Yeah.
Well, I was gonna go smoke one anyways, but
hmm
I'm sorry about this, James.
Basically, what you're
We
saying
can-
is
We can
Deal
take
with
a.
it.
Well, I should say we can take a break right after this. Right after you guys get out of this scene, if you want.
Okay, we'll do that. So I'll switch back so I don't fuck everything up.
that'd be nice.
Yeah, there's that. There's 2 Tusker spots now.
Come
Ta-da!
on, James, you turd. Not James,
Okay.
fucking Woogie. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you a turd, James.
Hey, skis,
Go.
eat a dick.
What are you doing outside the bar, or the inn?
Okay, so I misty step out of the bar and go out of the front door
Mm-hmm.
and then rush around to the back side of the bar
Mm-hmm.
and then
Which-
come back in through a back door.
Okay, that'd be kitchen access. There'd be staff running out.
I'm trying to get in through that door
Okay.
and then sneak to the bar,
Okay.
to behind the bar.
Are you with our and Big
I have
Al
not
would
stopped
still
to
be
look for, or I have not stopped or waited for Big Al. I'm just going.
okay. I think he would try and stay with you because I think he would try and stay with you.
Okay, if I see him as we're going into the back, I'm gonna be like,
He would nod, and you guys would go in. And it's pretty
do I have
easy.
to roll for stealth?
Sure, you can roll for stealth. It would be pretty easy to stay stealthy in this situation, which you nailed anyway, because it's just absolute chaos in here. And so you're back in the bar, and you see this companion, or this bar patriot, the one who you were standing beside, Sirik. All of us, the person you're standing beside, all of a sudden gets lifted into the air, right to the ceiling.
Okay, we're gonna have an argument here
Mhm.
because if he entered his threat range, he entered my threat range. Okay,
Okay.
now if he's going to pull him, he's leaving my threat range, meaning attack of opportunity. Because if he's going up, there's only one where he can be.
I would say if you want, you could make an attack of opportunity at disadvantage, because you still can't see a target.
Well, when he fucking bleeds, fucking not you, him. Okay, so attack at disadvantage. Could I? Oh, wait, I've got 2 weapons now. I've got a claw and a hat and a sword. Can I do 2 attacks?
You would do 1 attack for an attack of opportunity. It would be a reaction. You would just have one attack.
Agreed. Fucking wank.
He gets pulled up really fast, and when you swing, you're just a little too slow. You don't hit
Aim
whatever
for the
this
mass.
is.
Everyone, aim for the mass that is carrying this person. Aim for it.
And
I scream out as loud as I can.
all right, would you like to do anything right now, Cal?
There's nothing I can do.
Okay.
I'm still in bear form. Yeah.
You could jump up the fucking bar and attack it.
How high up is it?
You could stand, dude. Bears are like 12 foot tall.
How high up is it?
This guy got dragged right to the ceiling. Average kind of bar ceiling height, because it's a small town. It would be taken. He would be taken.
Roughly 11.5 feet.
Yeah, right. Yeah, about 11, 12 feet up.
I'm on the bar.
Okay, DM's discretion.
Mhm.
Could I attack it?
Uh,
A
You know.
brown bear could stand and attack it because they are 11 to 13 feet.
Okay,
Standing
that's what
on
I'm going to
their
do
hind
then.
legs.
Absolutely.
yeah, you could stand and you can attack this person, or in the general, or at disadvantage at the general vicinity this person is, to try and hit whatever is holding him.
Good man.
Okay, at disadvantage. Okay.
All we need
So
to
I'm
make
gonna
do is
do
make
the-
it bleed. That's it.
Okay. Claws first,
17.
and that's a
Beautiful.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, damages on that.
That's really good.
And I have a second attack available when you're ready.
Why don't you just go ahead and make it first, and I'll let you know how it goes. Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
god!
So you reach up and you swing wildly at empty air, and you swipe at this nothing, and you leave bloody streaks just in the air. And then you swing again, and you leave more bloody streaks in the air at nothing.
The second attack is a bite. Absolutely.
Okay. At a bite, the bear 2 attacks. Bite, one with its claws. Bite. To. Okay. So yeah, you reach up, you swing, and you leave these bloody. You leave these bloody claws across this nothing, and then you're able to bite right where those claw marks are.
I say free action. Sort of lean on the bar, just under it, as at the end of your turn. I mean, when you're finished doing things.
I'll lean on
Sorry.
the bar.
Wonderful.
start
So I'm
eating
gonna climb on your back and start swinging at this fucking thing.
The
Sounds like a plan.
the person that this thing has grabbed and brought to the, after being attacked, the person that this thing has grabbed suddenly just falls and hits the ground.
Can we try and catch him?
You can try and catch him if you want.
Acrobatics or athletics? Was your choice.
Acrobatics.
You bastard.
7. You go to get him. You go to grab him. He kind of lands in one arm, but it partially breaks his fall, but he's still. You don't catch him, and he's still.
Head or ass?
Thud.
You kind of grab him by the ass, and he kind of lands with his upper back, and kind of gets the wind knocked out of him as he.
But you're alive, aren't you? And I literally just throw him to the side. I'm like, where is it?
This thing, this invisible thing goes to attack Kyle, this big bear who has made contact with it, and so he goes to do up, whatever. Okay, it did roll twice, so so just the first one, 13 or 11, or 13 and 11. Do either of those hit? Oh, we can't hear. I can't hear. So fantastic. Just gonna pop in, pop back out. Hello.
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 Why? Question.
Mm-hmm.
Why would this invisible stalker be able to attack with advantage?
It's attacking twice.
But it looks like it's attacking with advantage. It's got 2 numbers on each attack.
Yeah, both times.
Mm-hmm. Probably just a wrong setting in the character sheet.
Okay. But run with the first numbers either way, because...
Yeah.
Either way, it's
Roll.
going to hit me.
Yeah.
I've only got an armor class of an 11 as a bear.
Where does this say? It does say always roll with advantage. Advantage. Okay.
I'm trying to figure out the calculator thing that uses D20 plus 6. 7 plus 6 is that indeed. No, it's not 13. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So the first one does 10 damage,
Ding.
and then 12 also hits you.
Oh, you are already muted again, James.
Really? This is bullshit.
Yeah. Shit.
This is bullshit. I hate this thing.
This is ridiculous.
I hate Discord. I'm gonna need to figure this out for the next time.
Well, there's a thing called Ring Central, which is free.
We'll have to look into it.
It's powered by Zoom, but it's free, as far as I can tell.
Or one of us could take the plunge and get Zoom.
13 and 12 both hit, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so
Seriously?
so
What
10
you made of paper?
so 10 damage from the first smack, 12 damage, so 22 damage total.
Alrighty.
And this and then this thing just it because you only really see this scratch mark with kind of bite marks, like a bloody scratch mark with bloody teeth marks over, like, laying over top of each other, and it just bails. It just goes, and it flies to the nearest. It just flies along the roof to the nearest window, and the window just smashes, and it's just gone now.
All right, as that happens, I'm
Interesting.
now behind the bar as we've sneaked. And I kind of pop up and I'm like, ah, a bear.
Don't worry, it's Theo or something.
Cal.
Cal.
That one.
Theo.
Oh, okay. Less scary. Toll the dead.
And I go in. Then I go in back and eat the food.
In bear form.
In bear form.
Yep, in bear form.
You're just sitting on like the mom and Brave. Just
Oh, wait a second. So he's attacked, yes?
He attacked, and then it fled.
Not through one of the doors, preferably, right?
No, it smashed through a window.
For fuck's sake, with the dude.
No, the dude was dropped,
Oh,
and you didn't catch it. Catch him?
oh yeah, sure.
that just happened, Ski. Like just
Yeah,
happened. It's been 5 minutes.
Okay. The next actions I want to take, I want to walk over to the bar, stab the man, and then go sit down.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not gonna- I'll sort of look at your face with fucking fear. No. No, I'll be like, I offer the man a hand up, and by doing so, I pull him so hard he flies across the room. Nah, I do.
You want to throw this guy?
No, do you know if someone's on the floor and you pull them up and you pull them up too hard, they go, whoa! We
Yeah.
do that on a larger scale.
That's not a throw across the room.
Well, it is when you've got 18 strength and you get +1s to every strength-related stat and you get advantage on it.
Yeah, but if you throw a person, that's a lot to do one hand, throw a person across the room. You're not Superman. though.
18 strength, 20 is godlike.
It's still a human.
Not a very, obviously, not a very important one. He's probably a pedant who hasn't eaten in a week. Okay. I do it anyway. Fuck him. He's got across the room.
I feel like you'd have to roll something to see if you could throw this guy with one hand.
Strength advantage. Thank you.
I don't think you throw him across the room. I think you pull him up really hard and he stumbles a few steps behind you.
I think he still gets thrown with a 16. I think he still gets thrown, but like.
I look at my arm and go, "What sort of pussy bitch am I? What's going on?" I could quite literally carry a wagon, but I can't seem to pull you off the floor because gravity wants to keep you down, you little motherfucker.
Where
It's
did
not about
anything say
gravity.
that you can carry a wagon?
Wagons weight. My carry weight is quite substantial. And wagons don't. Yeah, I can lift at least a carriage full. So
A full carriage? Carriage full of what?
pillows.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I check that.
There you go. So, fuck you.
You pick this guy up. You throw him pretty hard into people behind you.
Sort him out. And I sort of go sit down and clunk in a chair. I'm like, fuck's sake, put my fucking sword away. Give me my shield, bitch.
I think your shield's still sitting on the table.
I gave it to him. I stood in front of him and he gave him my shield.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had extra AC and you didn't take it into account. You bastard.
He did give him the shield.
You did give him a shield. I feel like he dropped it when he got lifted.
I would
Yeah,
love
well,
to if
I'm
it
gonna
was
hop-
stuck in the person.
I'm gonna hop over the bar and try and pick up and toss the shield to him.
All right, you can do that.
Yeah,
For
I
fuck's
just go.
sake. I have the worst dexterities and they hit me in the face.
I'm gonna throw it so that it like lands on the table in front of him.
All
No.
right.
I want you to throw it like a frisbee and try and hit me in the face because that'd be funny.
Okay, I'm gonna throw it like a frisbee and try and hit him in the face.
Oh my
Great.
god, what made you come up with such funny things? Comedy.
What? What do I have to roll for that, there, DM?
Just a ranged attack.
Just
Oh, shit.
The
Oh,
ranged
shit.
attack with an improvised weapon. Unless you have... no, it would be an improvised weapon. Mm-hmm.
It would be. It would be.
So
Mhm.
it's just that.
Minus your proficiency. That's it.
Okay.
Not minus, just not with your proficiency.
You know what I mean? Same thing.
I knew what he meant.
We're not negativing his the 2 for proficiency.
It's 20.
20. You
It
hit
hit my AC. Funnily enough, I now have a shield lodged in my visor, going, "Ow, you broke my nose, you bitch."
I just go and.
Yeah, it tings on him. It tings on him. Ting!
Sorry.
You hit him with it.
You have
My
a
bad.
you have a heart. You have a headache. I know a cure for that.
Lady Cleo just comes in through the window. You got a headache?
Yes.
This is where that's from.
Bash him in the face.
Yeah, it's from here.
Yeah, it's from here. Lady Claire wouldn't be here.
I know, but it's because Lucifer kept saying you have a headache to her last session last night.
Yeah.
True
Uh,
that.
this guy threw across. He's like he's freaked out, right? What are you guys doing now that this?
Drinking whatever was left on the table.
I'm gonna go find that
I'm going
guy.
over to the. Yeah, I was going to go over to the door and just poke my head out, see if I could see him anywhere.
This guy would be trying to leave. In still.
Oh, I thought you already left.
No, he just got thrown into more people. The bar's still, like the people are still kind of leaving. This fight only took, I don't know, 10 seconds.
As he looks like he's trying to leave, I'm gonna grab him by the scruff of the tunic or shirt that he's wearing and be like, no, we're gonna talk.
Oh yeah.
He looks back at you and go, "Does it have to be talking to you in that funny accent?"
He's worried. He's like, what was that thing? I don't know what just happened.
Well, it came after you, so figure it out, I guess.
I need to. Can you guys protect me? I need to get safety. I need to there has to be a guard patrol.
Your safety is not my concern.
It's my concern.
I don't give a shit what you can say.
Do you have money to back up your concern?
No, and that's why I'm gonna go
Then
find
fuck off.
guards.
Well, first you're gonna tell us why there was a big invisible monster going after you.
I have no idea why there's an invisible monster after me.
Well, piss off a wizard?
Not that I'm aware of. There was a pissed off wizard here a while ago. He just was pissed off at everything.
Well, did you talk to him?
No. I don't... Are you the only one who got that? Okay.
Oh wait, what?
There was a pissed off wizard here a little while ago. He was a suit who pissed off at everything.
Oh,
Yeah, he was pissed off at everything.
Okay.
Ah.
He's referring to Caceres.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, great.
After I heard it the second time, I was like, oh, right, yeah.
Are you no longer holding him?
Oh no, I'm still holding him.
Okay. He's like, are you guys able to help?
Yes, we're totally willing. We are totally able. Not willing though.
What's with the bear?
Oh, he says you're obviously not smarter than the average bear. Otherwise, you'd be offering us things to do this work for you.
No, if you guys can't help me, I'm hitting the road to go find a guard patrol.
Okay, you think it's a really smart idea to go out on the road?
It's not a smart idea to be here.
But where's it likely to return? It's just left here. He's not likely to come back.
It's something just tried to kill me.
It didn't
And
leave
it
it
didn't.
back.
It didn't kill you.
I'm still
Did it?
I'm still getting the hell out of here.
I punch him in the face.
I'm still holding him.
Sweet. So wait, I got advantage because of that.
Yeah,
You're
you would get advantage because of that. I need to look
So-
up a commoner stat block because...
There you go. Oh, it's a long sword. I would bite him in the face with the pommel, and that's it. I hit him and do bludgeoning damage. It's fine.
Yeah, you hit him. You hit him good in the face, and you break his nose.
Does he not go unconscious?
Yeah, actually, yeah, he would do. It would break his nose, and he would fall unconscious.
Well, that solved that issue. Even if he had a headache.
I'm gonna take out the rope that I now have back in my bag that was holding the orc boy.
Mm-hmm.
I take the other end while he's doing something, and I start tying a noose. Carry on.
Jesus.
I grab it back. No, we're gonna tie him up.
Look. Sport.
We need him properly.
Bait doesn't need to be live. I mean, I'm a good man and good things. Yes. What you said.
I'm gonna tie this guy up so that his hands are tied around him like this, and his feet are tied together, and then there's a rope leading from his feet to
You're
his hands.
hog-tying him.
You can't pull them apart. Yeah, pretty much. But he can sit down.
Okay.
Why don't you just tie him to a bench? Like, strap him, like,
Because I want to take him places with us.
carry the bench. I'm massive.
No, we don't need to carry a bench. We don't need.
I could use it as a weapon.
We don't
and a
need
shield.
permanent. We don't need permanent seating arrangements.
I could use it as a shield with him strapped to it.
No, we're not using human bench shields.
Who are you, my mum? Fuck you.
Yes, honey.
This is why I
Go
was
to your
worried.
room.
This is why I was worried about running the... You're supposed to react in certain ways, and you're not.
Awkward.
I know.
Or he's supposed to chase him or something. This invisible thing out of a window.
I'm not gonna say. Guys, keep going.
Were we supposed to? I didn't hear all what you said. Were we supposed to react a very different way than?
Yeah, I was like, the way this is written, like it was like, it's not, because it's a homebrew attempt. It's not well, like, right? So it's like, oh man, I did not expect this to go this way. and I don't know what to do. It's not going where I thought it would.
Like the horror thing last night, I had written nothing down for it. I just went off the seat of my pants.
Mm-hmm. I got stuff written down.
Yeah.
I got like a part 1,
Right.
2, 3, 4 all written down.
I'll head to
But-
the part 1 on the top left-hand corner.
Mm-hmm. They're named especially for anyone who tries to like do stupid things like tame mimics.
Anyways,
I wonder who that could be. I wonder who
he's
that
now
could be.
hogtied. I'm gonna finish eating, and then be like, okay, let's go find.
The food and table got upturned. It's kind of just scattered.
That's okay. I'll eat it off the floor.
The bear will eat it off the floor though.
I'm gonna.
That's right.
I'm fighting the bear away from some food, like pushing him away because I'm also eating it off the floor. I just come up like, no, fuck you. I just keep pushing your head away, like, no, fuck off, my food, no, fuck you.
Did you want to take a quick smoke break because you're no longer fighting an invisible enemy?
Yeah, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. We'll be right back. Gotta figure out what I'm gonna do here now. These guys need
We're
to
just gonna
smoke.
go give ourselves some of the sweet cancer.
We'll be
Sweet cancer sticks.
yeah. We'll be right back.
Are you gonna stay on the wood? Here.
We are back. We're gonna, you guys, this thing just bailed. You guys, two of you are fighting for scraps on the ground. The mask boy is fighting for scraps on the ground with a bear.
Yep.
And you sat, and this armored fellow sat down and just started having a drink, right?
Yes.
Oh, and you've hogtied the guy after knocking him unconscious.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. Could I tie my? Okay. Could I borrow some of that rope, please, Mr. K?
Hey,
Can I borrow some of that rope?
throw rope at you.
Cool. I throw the rope over the raft, over the ceiling beam.
Mm-hmm. I don't think there would
Tie
be
a knot
one.
in it. I throw it over the light fitting.
Okay.
I tie it.
Mm-hmm.
I tie my sword to the end of it so it's dangling over the man.
Mm-hmm.
Just leave it hanging there for waiting for him to wake up.
Okay, so you guys are so you set up this sword.
A two-handed sword's just dangling above him. Like
Yeah,
that.
you just dangle your sword from the roof, from the light above you.
14.
Yeah, so if I just start swinging it and just sort of lift him up slower and slower and just like, yep, it's going, it's going.
And it would what, gently touch this person?
He doesn't know that, but I could just chop the rope and it fucking impels him, you know?
I don't know if gravity would pull it down that hard.
It would.
That'd be
9.8 meters per second squared.
Thank you for I appreciate the science, Mr. Nye.
So you guys are just gonna sit and wait and eat scraps.
Well, I'm gonna keep trying to push the bear. Like, I'm not taking him away from scraps that he has near him. I'm just keeping him away from my scraps. This is my pile of scraps.
Okay.
Not his pile. I have my hand on his mouth, like on where he could fully bite me if he wanted to. I'm just like pushing him and eating.
Okay, the bar is completely empty. Everyone has bailed except for you guys. Behind the bar, the bartender kind of stands up, like just really worried. Kind of has some broken bottles and shit on him, and kind of brushes it off and be like, "Holy crap, you guys! I've heard stories of this. I think I know what's going on."
Oh.
Like but it's just rumors and stories. Like I can't but I think like this might be what's happening.
I stand up and I'm like, oh, that's more interesting.
I look at him and go, Baba Yaga.
Yeah, I'm not the Baba Yaga. I'm just.
Not you, you chimp. I look at him and go,
It's Keanu Reeves who's La Baba Yaga.
There's. He's there.
I know, maybe it's Keanu Reeves. You don't know.
There's a story that you would tell, that people would tell, just a scary campfire story you would tell, called the Stalker. And a huge invisible monster is always after whoever's been labeled as the keeper.
Keeper of what specifically, or is it just a keeper of something?
It's just the keeper of something. The person who is the keeper never knows that they're the keeper.
This is the worst game of hide and seek ever.
And the stalker relentlessly always hunts the keeper and then goes dormant again after the keeper dies.
And then 27 years later, it comes back as a clown.
And he points to the hogtied guy. This guy might be your guys' keeper. And that was probably the stalker.
If we have one more person, we have a Quidditch team. We just need bludgers. And a seeker. And brooms.
So we can get him either to safety, like to a nearby, there's we could take him to a military fort, and have the whole military help us take out this stalker and kill it.
Kinda cool. Pretty chill with the military and all.
Or, because we have the mountain range nearby, we can take it to an old...
Window with a mean lady.
No. We'd have to go to the mountain range. There's an old mine there that they don't use anymore. It's an old coal mine. There was a big accident that happened, and a piece of machinery blew up inside of it. And the whole mine is constantly on fire.
I like the military I like the military option because it's not on fire.
I'm suggesting that because you can still get into the entryway. The entryway is constantly full of smoke. If you stayed low and posed a ground threat, it would fly and would be constantly. You would constantly be able to see it as it would, because it's still solid and would make an impression in the smoke.
Or
Have you thought about paint?
counter argument, we could go to the military area, set that on fire, and then there's a controlled burn, and we also have the military.
Well, this one's pretty controlled. It's not cutting out. But yes, we can go to the military area.
Set that on fire.
We'll talk with them when they get there. We want the military on our side for this.
Oh, they'll probably be down for it. They don't do much anyways.
Excuse me. I've got a carriage we can use.
Well, this guy can lift the carriage as long as it has all the pillows.
But that'd be great. He could pull it if he wants while we all ride in it.
You have no horses.
There's horses. They're in the stables here, but it would take a couple minutes to hitch them all up. If this guy just wants to pick it up and run while we all ride in it, that's fine. We could hitch him up to it.
I don't know if he even wants to do that.
So, we can take this guy. Do you guys want? So, come on, let's go. We'll take him.
Okay, let's go see the military.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. That's
Sounds good.
What's with the bear? You guys are just hanging out with the bear?
Well, he tried to take my scrap. He didn't get
Wait a second. Don't you?
Not generally.
You need to get yourself one.
At
even though I
that point,
stood
I
up,
changed
just-
back.
I'm still standing over a pile of scraps, near a pile of scraps. Whenever he goes towards him, I'm like, no, fuck off.
You changed back, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I look at him and he's rightfully pretty tall, I'm assuming. I look up at Cal and I'm like, my scraps. Mine. No, it was mine.
No, mine.
The party owner is like, oh, okay, that's something you can do apparently. I missed that when I dove.
Where I'm just like
He wasn't a dove. He was a bird. He was a bear. What are you on about?
Well, no, I think you misheard me.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. And he heads towards the back, the kitchen and everything, where he's got a.
As he's walking out, I'm like, "What's the miss here? You know, you never heard the story about the birds and the bears."
all right, but are you good with?
That's unbearable.
I can barely bear it.
Oh boy.
You don't have to bear it. The only person here that has the right to bear arms is Cleo. I mean, whatever this character's called.
Cal.
Cow.
There you go.
They
Some
have the right to
anonymous
bear
female
arms.
character. Yeah, bear arms. Get it? Because he's a druid.
Cal's male.
Cow is male.
Awkward.
Did you just assume his gender? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck is that, man?
Anything. I assumed his opposite gender, so it should be an insult.
So you guys follow this guy to his carriage and everything, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
Skis, you're apparently pulling the carriage.
Cool.
You guys got into it. And he points south out of town. Like a southeast out of town. And says, we can... there's a military fort over there. And, excuse me,
Is
you
this the
actually...
barman, or is this the barman, or is this the guy we tied up?
This is the barman. The guy you tied up is still out.
Can we take
He's
him along
with
as
us.
well?
Yeah, he's coming with us.
Oh yeah,
We
you
just
guys,
tie him- we
you
just
guys, you
tie him
guys.
to the back of the carriage. It's fine.
I think he puts him in.
And as soon as he puts him in, I take him out. No, carry on.
Are you?
I'm gonna sit very much next to the tied up guy, for whenever he wakes up, he just sees me sitting. Just
Okay. So you guys get into the carriage, and he starts driving it. To the.
Fuck is stabbing him. I bring my sword as well, by the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I imagine you guys bring all your gear
oh yeah.
and your shield and everything.
It's gonna be one heavy pull.
So don't be a bear in the carriage.
Shit,
Now, there's an idea.
So
Wild
you guys-
shape into Free Willy.
You guys get in, and he starts driving, and he tells you the story about this insane
The Baba Yaga.
invisible stalker. No one knows if it was created. No one knows if it was sent, or if it was controlled by anyone, or if it's controlled by anyone. But it's always looking for someone that is referred to as the Keeper. And it goes dormant for a while, and it comes back. And it hunts it relentlessly and blindly, uncaring of obstacles that it gets to, retreating if it can when it needs to. But it's a pretty mindless one-tracked mindless killer.
So it just like bitched out on us
Yeah,
like a pussy boy.
yeah, because it got hit and bit and scratched real good.
But it's this invisible legend creature, and it's just like a boo boo.
A boo boo. I will be back. I must tend to boo boo that made me visible.
I must get a band-aid from my monster mom.
Mhm.
Who have the Power Rangers on.
My monster daddy.
My monster daddy. My sugar monster daddy.
So as you guys are, he's telling you the story. He's traveling. You guys are traveling, and you see this old fortress, and it's later into the night. It's full dark. This is just a random picture. It's not canonized or anything. It's just to be part of the background. And you guys pull up here, and he knocks on the door, or he like knocks on the gate. There's no one there tending to it. The gate is closed, and then a guard kind of peers over the wall down and says, "What is it? What do you want?"
Passage in, please.
It's pretty late. What is it that you guys need? That can't wait till morning.
Shelter.
I'm out. I got a stupid
Hi,
James.
damn thing. Gosh, diddly damn it. Hi.
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 Hello.
The carriage driver, bar owner, kind of says up to him, it's like, we've got someone who's being stalked by a monster and we need safety for the evening. It's coming. It's hunting us. And he looks down and he's like, kind of skeptical.
I'm coming.
Kind of skeptical. And he's like, oh, all right. That's odd. You guys are being haunted by a monster? He kind of asks you guys.
Yeah, it's not as bad as it sounds. It's kind of a pussy, actually.
Oh,
He killed
Okay.
like 5 people in the tavern.
Then he got
5.
scratched up a bit by a bear, and he's like, "Oh no."
What? So you guys being hunted by a monster and a bear?
Oh no, the bear was this big guy.
Oh, you're one of those people.
Say it again. I will stab you in the face.
Whoa. Just a second, I'm coming down. He comes down and he opens the gate for you guys.
He's an anti-jurist.
He seems anti-druidist. And the bartender
He
brings.
just hates people who can turn into bears. That's it.
The reason I said, by the way, the reason I said jurist is because the people from Druidia on from Spaceballs, they're called.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you guys get in and he closes the gate behind you guys. And he says, "I'm gonna."
Let's comb the desert. Combing, got a pick. What'd you
comb,
find?
comb.
Nothing here, sir. Nothing here, sir. Man, we ain't found shit. I love that movie.
That was a great movie. Yeah.
Leave
So-
him alone just because he's Druish. Okay.
So he says, "So you guys are being hunted. So you guys are just gonna." So so you guys are being hunted by a monster. Can you describe this monster that's hunting you?
Invisible.
Great.
Don't worry, it's still
With a scar.
Physical. Well, yeah, it'll have like a scar now.
Mm.
And it's all this man's fault.
Point to the hot guy.
This tied up guy. Why is it his fault?
Because he's the keeper of something.
Of something. Okay. So he's all right. And how do you know he's a keeper?
Because the Stalker, the big invisible monster thing, hunts the keeper.
From the Campfire Tales? This is the Campfire Tale monster?
Yeah,
I
kind of like.
swear to God, if you start saying that you don't believe us, just saying.
I'm just gonna tell you, you're gonna
Yeah.
want to watch all the Halloweens, all the Friday 13th, all the Nightmare on Elm Streets, all the Texas Chainsaw Massacres.
So, have you ever heard of the term trope? And if not, you are one.
True. I will.
Now that sounds a little bit far-fetched. Gets eaten first by the invisible Stalker.
I'm gonna go get the the Night Watch commander, the person in
Jon
command
Snow.
The officer on duty.
Snow.
During Night Watch. I'm gonna go get them. We'll figure this out when
Brothers
When I
of
get
the Night
back.
Watch.
So he.
Oh wait, no, sorry, his watch ended. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And now his watch has ended.
So he.
watch it ended.
So he leaves. Do you guys want to do anything for the brief period that he's gone?
I want to contemplate life, wondering what the actual meaning of it all is. And as he comes back, I'm just going to scream, 42!
Is there another guard around?
He was the only one who was there. There's a couple other like up on the wall that are just kind of patrolling the other sides, but it's not like there's no one immediately nearby. Like he was the one patrolling the front side of it.
I am looking to find a kitchen.
Are you sure you're not a woman? I mean, something that's not misogynistic.
You guys are
looking for something specific.
You guys are in an open courtyard, and he said to wait here. He'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right.
He still wants to find the kitchen.
Do you want to go off and find the kitchen?
I'm looking for a bag of flour.
There's none in the courtyard. I'm not going to make you have to roll for that.
But I'm just announcing what I'm looking to the group. I'm looking for a bag of flour. That way, if the invisible creature comes back at us, we have something to throw at him.
Okay.
So after a quick minute, the guard comes back with 3 others, and there's the guy in the middle. There's 2 other guards, kind of flanking him. The 2 flanking guards kind of look a bit no funny business kind of deal, right? They're all business. They're not happy. And the guy in the middle is just kind of like, you're being hunted by a campfire tale, I'm told.
Yes.
And why is it that we should believe you or help you?
Because you like us.
I do not know if I like you guys yet, but so far you have bugged us in the middle of the night.
You're here to serve and protect us, aren't you?
We are
Your citizens.
This is just a trading fortress. We're not here to do anything really too much other than to train new guards and military soldiers, which are asleep.
Where is the military fort? The main military fort.
I mean, if you can't help us because you're just not good at your job, so you got sent to train lackeys, we can go find someone else.
Your best bet to find find a full military would probably be Neverwinter.
That's far away.
That is quite far away.
Can we stay here for the night?
Yes, you can stay here for the night. We don't have open beds that aren't in cells.
I'll sleep on the floor. I'm fine.
So, he turns to tell a guy to be like, take their horses. I'll keep talking to them and bring out some bedding, and whatnot. And as he's telling this to this guy, Tusker's gone.
Keep talking, it's all good.
But I want Tusker to be here.
Alright, while Tusker's gone, I'm going to try and work my way towards Ace Ventura.
I feel like you're not doing too bad at it, the Ace Ventura hair. What about Tusker?
Look at that shit, man. Look at that. It's a good...
It dropped out.
It's it's like a good 6 inches off my fucking head. I know that phone is 8 inches because I use it to measure.
What is in your hair that lets you do that?
That's my fucking hair.
Jeez.
I mean...
How often do you shower?
Hey, Thanks, man. Daily. I've just got really fucking thick hair.
So, as you guys are as
That's how high up my hair goes.
yeah, but it doesn't stand naturally and hold a comb in place.
Let go. Floppy.
This guy starts talking to. This guy turns to tell one of the guards, take the horse, bring some bedding, yada yada. As he's talking, the guard that you originally talked to beside you, all of a sudden his arm gets pulled, and he gets pulled right to an arrow slit that's in the right beside the gate.
I say, Jay, shoot it quick. Jay? Who's Jay? Hey, shoot it quick.
Who's Jay? He gets pulled to the arrow slit, and his whole arm goes in through the arrow slit.
Well, hang on. I've called to Kay and he hasn't answered yet.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to give him a reaction just to be able to go. See if we can stop it.
Do the shootings.
Do the shootings.
Regular, disadvantage, advantage.
Disadvantage, because it's still an invisible enemy.
Hang on. Before you roll at disadvantage, could you just aim for the fucking slot? There's only so much space anything can fit for a slot. So if you aim for the slot, you're guaranteed to hit it.
You're not guaranteed to hit it. That's a very small piece to hit.
You're guaranteed to hit it if you aim at the slot, because it's so very not guaranteed to hit it 100%. You know what I'm saying? But you've got more chance to hit it if let's say, as opposed to it being here, you're aiming for this bit. But if you know it's where its origin is, like there's a very small hole like this big, you know you've got more chance of hitting it, and the only time you've got missing it is hitting this bit, as opposed to the environment around it. So yeah, I would. Yeah, I don't. I'm not you though. Carry on.
9 doesn't hit.
Yeah.
So
I throw my shield, Captain America style.
we'll give it a minute. You're not in combat.
Sorry, carry on.
He gets pulled all the way to the arrow slit. His whole arm, right up to the shoulder, goes into the arrow slit, and he's very panicked, and he starts to scream as he's still getting pulled.
Oh my god, it's like that one scene from the Scorpion King, from The Mummy 2. I mean, what's that? That book, The Mummy. I run over there and stab through the slit.
His whole arm is consuming the entire slit. It's like
I'll take
his
off this
slit.
motherfucker's arm.
this slit is smaller than this guy's arm, and he's all the way in it.
I say to him, "Do you want to lose the arm, or do you want to die?"
He screams and he's like, I don't want to die, and and you go to chop his arm.
Fuck yeah! I take his arm clean off.
Okay, go to roll to attack this guy.
Two-handed, yeah.
While
'Cause,
he's doing that, is there any way I can run around the other side of the wall?
The gate is closed,
Okay.
so you cannot.
Normal roll advantage because he's pinned.
Pardon?
Normal roll or advantage because he's pinned. I'm actually attacking a pinned target because he's grappled.
He is pinned, so I guess at advantage.
Fuck yeah! I crit and take his fucking entire shoulder blade off. 25.
Great. Why don't you roll to chop an arm?
I have done.
Wait.
It's 25 and 12 damage.
And 12 damage. Okay. You get halfway through this guy's arm.
Using oh my god, what's his arm made of? Adamantium.
You come down because he's still wearing armor, right? You've got to get through layers of armor.
Okay. I'll go see this. I'll use the rest of my thing to pull him away while chopping.
Rest of what thing? You're chopping his arm.
I grab his torso while chopping his arm, so I'm yanking him in the other direction.
You said you just two-handed this. You take the two
I know,
hands.
but obviously that didn't fucking work or matter. So what's the point?
So you go to chop, and you get halfway through his arm, and you get halfway through his arm, and you immediately hear the ripping as the rest of his arm gets pulled through the arrow slit.
I'm just like, someone magic.
and this guy comes away with one arm, half of it kind of cleanly cut, and the other half the bottom half just ripped off.
Once again, I repeat, summon magic.
I can Eldritch Blast.
Yes, I assume we had someone that could heal.
I'm
No,
going
I
to
can heal. I can heal.
There you.
I can either blow it off or heal it.
Heal him. Heals. Give him the heals. He needs the
Give
heals.
him the
He's
heals.
lost an arm.
All right.
Heal up his wounds. Don't return the arm or anything. You don't need that, but heal him.
Healing touch 8. The
I also
Mhm.
want to do. Can I also do like a medicine check to kind of stop the bleeding?
Yes, which would be easier now because it's kind of half scabbed over,
Okay, cool.
or more than half scabbed over.
6.
6. You remember hearing somewhere that you could tie a tourniquet, since it usually stops bleedings and shit.
My
I'm
tying it
from
around
London,
his
my
neck.
friend. I don't believe there's a way to stop bleeding. Only cause it. Get stabbed.
Did I lose you guys again? Yep, I did. Okay, I'm gonna pop in and out. Gosh diddly damn. Hey.
So what is it? It's an hour left in said session for you, James. You don't want to go past 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, so you guys, you
Will he become? Okay, so he was pulling, and when I cut,
when you cut, you got halfway through, and the rest of it got pulled off.
okay, so blood spray
Yeah.
through this hole into the face of this being.
Probably all over the side of this thing. But you would have to look through the this bloody arrow slit to see what's on the other side.
It's fine. I can smell blood. Don't worry.
Okay.
Also, I'm gonna look at the other guards and be like,
They're pretty. Holy shit!
See, your lack of
And they-
action nearly lost the man his life.
And they immediately draw weapons. Guy has a bow. The captain screams at the other guys. We're under attack, and the guys on the wall immediately draw bows, and they're looking for there's one looking in the courtyard, and there's one looking out, and there's another guy just kind of looking around, they can't see what's going on.
Question: Does he wave both hands as if he's got both of them?
The guard
And,
captain.
he just looks like he's giving a salute. Just...
No, he yelled it, and he's kind of just he's open the gate, and he wants to he wants to deal with this thing.
and then eerily we hear over the clouds.
You hear Jason theme music.
Excuse you, that is
What
Halloween,
the fuck?
my guy. John Carpenter's Halloween, scored by him and Deborah Hill.
Is it the Halloween music?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the Halloween theme.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. The Jason theme is just ch ch ch,
Oh yeah, that is the Jason theme.
which is supposed to be his mom talking to him, I guess.
I don't know.
What is she, Mexican?
Pamela Voorhees is something.
Oh, that's true. Miguel
So-
Rodriguez.
Pamela Voorhees is Miguel Rodriguez.
So they all kind of have their weapon. They all kind of have their weapons drawn. One guy's starting to open the gate. The guys at the wall, the guards on the wall are kind of their bows are drawn. They're kind of aiming randomly in and out of the
Is
fortress.
there any way to make it rain? Does anyone know how to make it rain?
No.
I know Slayer's raining blood.
If it was raining, can I look up at the sky and see what the weather is?
The weather's pretty cloudless.
Ah, typical, you bastard. I see how it is.
This guy has no clout.
And the guy who drove the wagon, the carriage driver, the bar owner, is immediately it's just like, I don't know if we can do anything here. Like we can wait for and see if this thing comes back, but I'm starting to think that maybe the mine idea is a better idea.
Someone check on the guy in the back of the wagon. Just saying, they came after him.
All right,
I'll go check the back of the wagon.
Yeah.
There's an unconscious guy tied up in the back.
I'm like,
Is he
okay,
awake?
actually,
No, he's
No,
unconscious
he's
still.
actually, good point. Barkeep, mines. It is mines. Probably better, honestly. Might be a better idea.
So you want to go to the mines?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before we leave, I still want to get that bag of flour. Hell or high water.
Do you voice this?
Yes.
Okay. The
You got 10 minutes.
guard captain is like, and you throw it at the thing. I get it. Yes, that's a great idea.
Right.
And he points to one of the guards, one of the guys he has with him, and he says, "Go to the kitchen, grab a bag of flour, right, and bring it back here post haste." And he just takes off.
A couple of bags, maybe a barrel or something, or 3.
A few bags, not a barrel. Be hard to haul a barrel.
No, I'm just saying. Once I kill this bitch, I'm baking a cake.
So these guys are on guard for a couple minutes, and nothing really happens in this time.
Does that mean they're like, ha?
Bowstrings started kind of
Oh.
getting eased,
Oh,
right?
okay. When you
Guards.
said on guard, I just on guard.
Yeah, the guys with the swords and everything out. They're still ready, but the soldiers that were up top have eased their bowstrings. They don't see a threat or anything.
I
And
look at
then,
them and go, "That's
What's
the
up?
fucking point. You won't see it."
but then the other
I
guy
want to
comes
talk to
back.
the guard captain.
Yeah, sure.
Sir, do you have a magic user that's stationed at the fort?
We don't at the moment. No, there's usually one, but he went back to Neverwinter for the time being. We don't have
That's fine, but does he have quarters here?
quarters. Yes, he would have his own rooms here. Yes.
He
Do you
runs up
have
and goes,
any
"Bag of chains."
objections?
Pardon?
Do you have any objections to... Oh, go ahead.
It's fine. I was making a joke. Carry on. You're being serious.
Oh,
Carry
okay,
on.
sorry. Do you have any objections to me going into his quarters and looking for scrolls?
For scrolls, I don't. He usually
we can use.
carries. We can go look, but he usually carries those things on him. He just pretty much brings a bag, lives out of the bag for the time he's here, and then leaves
I'd
with
like
the
to
bag.
check it anyway, see if there's anything in there. that
All
we
right,
can use.
let's. Yes. I will take you, show you the way.
Thank you.
And
I'll stand. I'll go around mustering the guards. And be like, "Come on, boys. Arrows up. If something happens, you let go and see it. Done. You can't fucking see it, so don't get comfortable."
he brings you into the keep itself. There's a couple nice rooms that you guys pass, and he goes into one of them, and it's got a proper bed. It's not a cot, and there's some small furniture there, but it's very neat, very tidy, very clean. Oh, I think I lost you. I'm gonna pop in and out.
Hello.
Hello.
All right. I want to search the room for scrolls and anything other magic items that are hanging around.
All right. I would say roll investigation. You know exactly what you're looking for. 19.
Hey.
Yes.
There is a book that it does look like it's labeled as a spell book, but he's kind of like there's only like one, like half of a spell kind of copied into it. It looked like a project that he recently just started and didn't get very far into.
Can I determine what that might be?
The spell that's in there?
Yes.
Well,
Just curious.
it says Mage Hand at the top.
Oh.
But and then like part of the description and nothing else really written about it.
Okay.
Yes.
Continue searching.
With going off the 19, I'm gonna say that's really all there is. The drawers are empty. There's the spare. There's another set of like a military clothes, kind of more robe style, other than normal shirt pants style. But that's about it.
Okay. That was a bust.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to head back out to join up with the group.
Okay. You and the captain go join out with the group, and he says, "Yes, there wasn't more of a help to you. He does bring all his things with him, usually all the time."
I understand. Thanks for your help. I do appreciate it.
Yes, I didn't expect you guys actually would be getting chased by a creature from Legends.
It took you enough.
It's going to be a long day.
It took you losing an arm to realize that. Maybe you should take those, warnings more serious from now on.
We probably should. That's just, you just don't really expect to be able to leap at every single campfire tale.
Captain, is there anything in the armory that might help us against this creature?
Just some practice weapons. There is it's a couple short swords, a couple spears, some bows.
Any nets?
No, we don't. No, we don't have nets.
We have a soldier called a net.
Okay.
And you have the bar owner, who's NK, who did suggest doing the mines.
Yes, I did.
I guess we're heading toward the mine.
I want to go.
Mines.
I want to do the mines, but I want to stay away from the miners. I don't feel like going to prison today.
Ba-dum-bum.
And that track was beating off in A minor. The key, not the felony. I love Bo Burnham.
So how much flour did
Bo
we
Burnham
end up
so
getting?
much.
You got two large bags of flour.
All right. 10 pounders, 20 pounders?
I don't know. Whatever the Costco size is.
Probably 20 pounds.
Yeah, probably 20 pounders then.
So what you're saying is we've got a bunch of flowers.
You got a bunch of white flour.
Yeah. So more than one flower is flowers. So bunch of flowers.
Yeah, but it's the ground up shit. The plural is flour.
I know, James. That was a joke, man. Well done. Fuck.
It wasn't a good joke though.
I'm not on all the time. I'm not a performing monkey for you lot. Okay, that's a lie. I am, but
So
at least I would be if Woogie was paying attention.
Oh, I am. Don't worry.
you guys get in the carriage and you start to head towards the mountain line. And you, Sirik, do start smelling a bit more iron in the air.
We're going to a mine.
The blood iron.
Blood iron. I didn't know
Yeah.
you can mine that.
Well, because your blood has iron in it, and that's what I'm imagining you primarily smell when you do those sniffs with advantage.
Yeah, I'm genuinely just yanking all of your chains. Don't worry. I would like to roll that to find that. Yes, hang on 1 second. You. Advantage, disadvantage, or normal? Normal, right? No, I rolled it with advantage. So, is that a thing? Fuck. 1 second.
I believe you do roll it with advantage.
I'll clarify because I don't want to be OP and break it. You gain advantage. That's the whole point of it. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Insight, not insight.
Perception.
Perception with advantage.
17.
Enough to track, right?
It hasn't left a track. You guys are you have the as you guys are kind of going along, not at a very hurried pace. The wind blows with you guys, and you can smell it.
So it's behind us.
It's behind you.
I'm like, all about, turn around.
And the carriage driver asks, what's going on?
Stop. I leap off behind the carriage.
You leap off the carriage.
Yeah, back behind the carriage, sort of where the smell is coming from.
Okay, so you leap off of the back, and the carriage drivers ask, what in the hell is he doing? And he's gonna carry on his little leisurely pace.
You go where you want. I'm jumping off and like, let's fucking go.
Oh, yeah, I'm going with Sirik.
You're going with Sirik?
Going with him too.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, you guys all jump off. He kind of stops
Grab
and
a bag of flour.
you grab a bag of flour. Okay.
This is the strangest encounter. Dude, let's not make sure we don't leave without the flour. Okay.
The guy stops the carriage, probably 100 feet. Takes him a little bit, but he's up there and he's kind of standing on where the driver thing is, looking at you guys, yelling at you guys to get back in. And you guys are almost there.
I quite literally shout, "Shut the fuck up" to him.
Okay.
That's cool.
And
And I start listening, and I start just trying to hear it. Oh, it's floating, right? Is the knowledge we know?
it can float and fly and whatnot.
Okay, so I would like to listen out. I know it seems quite windy because they said there's wind, but I would like to listen out and sort of see if the smell gets stronger. Like if I walk, we'll take like one step at a time, just sort of in a direction, just like, just sort of going round and round and round until it's sort of echolocate it by slowly just using all my senses.
Okay. Do you want to
Do I
reroll your perception for
Okay.
that? Yeah.
I
reroll it.
can do. Whatever you require, sir. So advantage again because it's using my sight and smell, which is a fucking crazy invaluable thing. I never really thought about it. It's not when you roll a fucking 12, but yeah.
12. As you're going around, you kind of hear a bit of like shuffling, and it's pretty close, and it's kind of to the right of you guys, pretty wide.
Okay, so does that match up with the smell being in that direction?
Yes, and the smell's also in that direction.
Okay, just out of character, how far would you say it is?
It's not
So I know how
far,
many-
like 10, 15 feet from where you picked it up.
I click my finger, but like I do the whole look that way. I do the whole SWAT signals to
Yeah.
Borgie.
Mm-hmm.
And I
But-
look over at Cal and I'm pointing at the flower, like pointing
15,
where
20
Ski's-
feet.
Yeah.
15.
Okay. So I start tossing flour by the handful.
Okay. Yeah, I imagine you do a big spray motion.
Yeah.
Yep.
Before,
Huh?
if I see anything, I immediately point at it and cast something. Cool.
Before
I'm
throwing
also
flour.
No. If I see anything once the flower's landed, once it's settled, if I see anything, as soon as I see something covered, like that shouldn't be there,
Mm-hmm.
I immediately cast it on it. Okay.
As will I.
Okay. I would say just roll a ranged attack to throw the flower. I'd say at advantage.
Imagine you crit with a fucking flower, man. That'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah, just roll a ranged attack with the flower.
You blinded.
Just attack. Wow. Twelve.
12.
12. You throw the flower, and you just see like, and you see, or it lands and it just kind of settles, and you don't really see anything. But then suddenly there's a foot outlined in flower, like a monstrous foot, and as soon as the flower lands, it just books it just towards the carriage, and the guy.
Oh, if he's running at us.
No, he was trying to go around. He was trying to go around you guys and book it to
Okay,
and go
so-
to the carriage.
So it's now booking at the carriage.
It's booking it to the carriage.
Cool. Can I sort of
And we
from
can
the
see it?
No, you can't. You put his foot in it because it was afterwards. It landed, then he put his foot in it. Unless he leaves like a very very faint footprints for like 2 steps.
Yeah, it would have a faint 2-step footprint. Like it would be a couple steps in the flower and then a few steps out of the flower, and you'd see the as it takes off.
Immediately, first thing, my held action. I'm going to use one of my Crimson Rights, which is one of these doodads. 1 second. I'll tell you now. I've got a roll for it. It is this bitch.
As a bonus action, you curse a creature you can see within 30 feet of you to painfully swell until the end of your next turn. For the duration of this curse, the creature has disadvantage on strength and dexterity ability checks and suffers 1d8 necrotic damage if it takes more than 1 melee or range attack during its turn. Amplify this
Makes
curse.
more than one. No, so it makes if it tries hitting us, it hurts itself.
Okay.
So it will take 8. I can't remember. Can I just quickly check what amplifying it does? Because if not, I will amplify it as well.
Amplify. The curse lasts for 1 minute. At the end of each of its turns, the cursed creature can make a Constitution saving throw. On a success, the curse ends.
Okay, no, I'm not going to do it, man. That's no point. But then that's not my action. That's my bonus action. I'm going to charge it where I think it's going to be.
The held action, I don't think is a whole turn. It's just a action.
It's counts as a bonus action. This, like, remember, we've got free action, bonus action, reaction, and a standard action.
For your turn in combat, though.
That's in general, isn't it? That's how everything works. Full stop. That's why you can't do 30 attack. You can't do 30 cantrips in a second. That's the standard. That's for all.
Yeah,
It's
but
just, the only time it's measured is when it's in combat. But I'm just doing it step by step for you.
Since there's not initiative, his held action can be done. Would have to be done whenever he felt like it was, because he's not holding like a weapon.
I gave it a trigger, so I was like,
In combat, it'd be different, but we're in a free form.
yeah, because you guys are in it.
So it's not as.
So I would, because as I say, there's a standard movement action. There's an action, which is your main action. You got reaction, bonus action, and a free action. Did I say free action? That's just outside of combat. It's not measured. They're still happening. You still do stuff by that.
That's what I'm saying.
Not measured as harshly. James, I can't hear you, man.
Okay, James.
Stupid Discord. God, I hate Discord.
Cool. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's the only time it's measured is in combat.
I know that, but I'm saying outside of combat, I don't know if you get the full complement of everything, especially in a situation where you're trying to quickly react to this thing running away.
Well, if it was my turn in an initiative,
But
I'd be able to do this. I would be able to run, and I'd be able to hit it. So surely, if I immediately react, I can then do the same thing I would if it was a turn, because I'm just doing the same thing. I'm not going over and above what I can do. I'm not doing this, then taking an action of perception checking and then stabbing it, because that's too many actions. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm saying it's almost this. It's you're doing a lot of things in the one thing, and I feel like you'd only have time for one of these things.
That sort of removes the point of reaction, though. Reactionary, like the immediate when I see it, and then go.
Yeah, you're seeing it, right? You've held your action for when you see it, so that's why you can take the immediate action. but you don't take an immediate full turn.
Okay, I see where you're coming from.
Mhm.
I do. I accept it. That's cool. I don't agree, but I accept it. And that's cool.
But you would get an immediate one thing you can do, and then Kay would get an immediate one thing he can do, because you guys both held.
That's why there's a surprise round, though. It's not a surprise action.
I feel like the surprise was blown by being having flour thrown. I feel like
Told
if...
himself not intending to, so he would be surprised.
Pardon?
Especially when someone goes, he was surprised because he was revealed for a second.
Yeah, and and they immediately booked it on the surprise, but you guys
Yeah,
are
so
also
he-
reacting during this
So during
booking
his action,
it. Yeah, during this
his
booking it.
action,
Yeah.
he dashed, right? Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
But he still did something that is a full action. We've done reactions. Reactions obviously not going to be the same effect as a full action, you know.
But you can. I'm confused what we're debating, because I'm saying he threw the flower, poof, and you could see the footprints, and because of that he is going to dash. You guys are going to what and what? Because you get to do the one thing, and because you, Sirik, are going to do one thing, and then Kay is going to do one thing, because you guys held actions.
I take back what I said then. I will not cast said spell.
Okay.
I charge the fucking thing.
So you also take a dash, right?
Well, if it's within 15, 20 feet, I can just...
Because now that's what his reaction is what he's saying. That's what his health
Oh, it's the charge move.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I basically spear the thing.
Okay.
Where I think it is.
Okay. Can you post charge in the chat so I can read it?
It's not actually a thing. I don't think it is anyway.
It is a real thing. It's an absolute real thing. So,
I'm like 99% certain it's a real thing.
charge 5e.
There's rules vary.
Charge my credit card.
As an action, you may move speed, and I'll send it to you just as well, because it's all about wording.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's just I'm spearing the thing, irrelevant to the fucking size. Fucking there you go. So, oh my god, that's huge.
Yeah, it is.
As an action, you move up to the speed and attack as part of your same action. You gain advantage on your attack roll by doing so, but even you can make multiple attacks in this round. The benefit only applies if your first attack. Basically, if I had a second attack, I could.
Yeah.
However, you provoke attacks of opportunity as normal, and and because the charge is rather reckless, anyone who makes such an opportunity attack gains advantage.
Okay.
But any creature that somehow makes multiple opportunity attacks against you still only gains advantage on the first one. In addition, there are several.
I'm gonna post something here. Just a second. I can't hear you guys again, so I'm gonna address that in just a hot second. All right, I'm gonna pop out.
Yeah, so I'd have
thing.
to. It has to be a valid target, so I'd have to immediately, the second I see it, I just peg it. Like, yeah, you cannot charge. You cannot charge if you have no idea where your target or what its surrounding terrain is like. Like if I'm blind, if I don't know, if I have no idea, I have a semblance of an idea. You're ruling there. That's fine. Even if you know where your target is and what terrain it is like, when you begin your charge, you always have to know where there would be at the end of your charge. In other words, yeah, I can't do that then. Because I don't know where it's going to be at the end of my charge.
No, because you're just going to smack it. So restriction, you must, by performing a charge, you must move at least 10 feet during a charge. You can do that.
Tick. The only one I don't have is You must charge towards a valid target. If you do not, you are just dashing. And also, you cannot charge if you have no idea where your target is or what the surrounding terrain is like. Because I know where he is at the point in time, but if you read the second bit, it says even if you know where your target is and what your terrain is like, when you begin your charge, you also have to know where they are at the end of your charge.
Does it say that? Where does it say that?
Just
If
scroll
you
down.
know
It's
where your
like
target is, you cannot charge if you have no idea where your target is or what the surrounding terrain is like, such as you are blind. You know where the target, for this exact instance, you know where the target is.
but I don't know where it's going to be at the end of my charge, therefore rendering it.
And you know the terrain. If you know
But
where
if
the
you
target
read
is,
on-
and you know what the terrain is like, and you begin your charge, you also have to know where they will end at your charge. In other words, you must actually be able to sense your target and the terrain while you are charging.
No, you'd be able to sense because smell. You'd be able to still smell it. no matter
You
what.
I
would.
didn't read the sense. The sense works. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, you'd
Cool.
be able to
Prior
sense.
knowledge. So I think you can do this.
So he would get advantage on hitting it, but get disadvantage because it's invisible. So it'd just be a straight attack.
Yes. So it would be straight attack to hit this thing.
Okay.
Oh, where's this guy? This guy.
Oh, Skis, I really hope you hit it.
Yeah.
You're not the only one, man.
18. So you hit this thing, and you slash it for
Are you
8
slashing
damage.
it or stabbing it, Skis?
I'm running. Okay, to clarify before we do anything, yeah, running, stab,
Okay.
potentially, yeah,
Um.
it could count as slashing or piercing. You're down to your discretion.
Okay. And then, and it you throw it, right? That's what part of this is.
No, just attacking. I was
okay.
going to try and stop it. I was about to say, hence the stabbing, hence the pinning. I was hoping I'd be. Even it
Okay.
goes through one of the fleshy bits and then just pins it to a wall.
Okay.
Or stops it.
So you do that, and now this thing has no, and you put a big wound in the side of this thing.
He hasn't taken his sword out yet. I think you're going too far ahead, James. I think Skis is saying he's literally just stabbing it and standing there.
Yeah, I'm going to try and hold it so it doesn't move, or just let go and then there's a floating sword. But I'm holding on at the moment.
Okay.
If he does get away, I plan on letting go of the sword. If he tries to move, if
Okay.
he's stuck. Good story.
But right as he's doing that and all that, I'm gonna do my thing.
Yes.
I got to listen to you guys argue for 15 minutes.
Fuck you! I had to wait 3 weeks to have a session because of you. Let's not fucking start about timing, yeah?
Oh, I'm just yanking your balls, dick fuck.
Dick fuck. Okay. This thing's gonna
Well-
get butchered.
What's your thing that you would like to do to this thing?
Since he's now become a one-sword pincushion,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to point directly where the sword is stabbed and use Toll the Dead.
Okay.
My sword feels uneasy and takes necrotic damage.
No,
One action, you
pointing,
point at one creature you can see within range, and the sound of a blah blah bell fills blah blah blah. Target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic damage. If the target is missing any of its hit points, it takes instead 1d12 necrotic damage. Great.
That's
So
a
I'm gonna roll.
powerful cantrip.
So it's going to roll a wisdom save. It doesn't have. So it's just the wisdom. It's a critical fail.
Yes, it needed to beat a 10.
Yeah.
So roll a 1d12 for damage.
Yep.
Is that plus anything?
Nope. Just a flat 1d12.
I love
Powerful
the way
cantrip.
you really fucked your wisdom roll. Why were you rolling wisdom?
It says target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
My bad. I've never done that. Oh, because I'm a dick. Carry on.
10.
10. Great.
Nice.
The bells.
So I want to do a little bit of flavor for how Kay's magic is.
Absolutely.
So as he does like this Toll the Dead, when you hear, it's just supposed to be like a ding-ling-ling, but actually it's this slow, as if someone was, you were
Church bells.
seeing and hearing him. No, it's still like a little bell, but as if it was being rung in slow motion, kind of. It's like ding, ding, ding,
Ting, ting.
but then every time it echoes on itself for a little bit.
Request to make. Can we make this canon?
He canonically has spells.
Not you, penis. I mean the whole encounter.
Pardon?
I like it. Can we make the encounter the whole one shot? Can we make it canon?
Well, I did wreck.
Is an excellent thing.
I did wreck a chunk of the bar and added a fortress in out of nowhere, so I'm gonna say no.
Well, the fortress can disband after the commander's done, and we could also help put the bar back together.
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay. We'll
Sweet.
see. Yeah. Also,
I was gonna say,
I'm making up a mine out of nowhere. There's a mine
Now-
that's gonna come in out of
wait.
nowhere.
Now
It
you have
can
a
collapse
cool,
him.
you have a cool ass mine that could become ruins. You have a cool ass empty castle,
Mhm.
and now you have us helping fill out a bar, and we have a better relationship with the bartender. Boom, boom, boom.
As well as Big Owl, and also a better relationship with the town. And also, I might get an invisible stalker pelt as a cape.
And he might get laid.
Most
So,
important part.
of course, the most important part. We'll talk. We'll see. I'll see how I feel about this after.
Okay.
So you guys do it. It makes a couple hits. This thing is gonna bail. It's still gonna bail, and it's still gonna run towards the.
Can I take an action? Or reaction or something?
Good
I
point.
mean, Tusker should have one at this point, yeah.
Sure, Tusker. Take a do a thing.
An action?
Yeah.
A thing?
Yeah, do a
Yeah.
thing.
Cool. I'm going to cast Entangle toward the sword.
Oh, shit, yes.
Yeet.
Yeetus that thing.
And tag a point within range. Wow, this works the best because it's the only thing that doesn't require a very specific target. Grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square, starting from the point within range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground into an area into difficult terrain. The creature in the area that you cast the spell must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends. The creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On a success, it frees itself. When the spell ends, the conjured plants wilt away. Okay, I do want to remind you it can fly.
Yeah, but you didn't say it was flying.
It's not flying, but it
way.
can fly.
Yeah.
Not with the
Yeah,
fucking
well,
skis hanging out of it by sword.
Not when it's entangled in plants.
Okay,
And
cool.
that too.
It must make a strength save.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I want to
it's-
figure out where I stabbed it. Did I stab it in the ribs and then arm? That'd be funny. In the face.
You can't tell right now. The rest of it's still invisible except for the sword's hanging out and a little and blood stain around it.
I tell a lie. I hold on to the sword no matter what. So if it pulls,
That's a
Oh shit.
that's a crit. Strength save.
I'm holding onto the sword. So if it runs away, I'm flying away with it.
I feel like you'd have to roll to see if you can hang on to the sword.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I was still holding on to it. So you want me to roll something to make sure I keep hold of it?
I don't think the sword got jammed in, like it's like the sword is inside of it, but I don't think it's stuck on anything inside of it. I think if it runs and you're holding on to the sword, it's just going to be leaving you with a bloody sword in your hands.
Ah!
Yeah, it goes.
Leaving a massive gash down the side.
Yes, it will. You will have a gash so you would be able to visibly see the gash floating in the air.
Okay. But it's more. Sure. Depending where I stab it, obviously. That's a good point. How do I want to play this? He's got out of that, so I could either one jump on it. I could two try carving it to little pieces with the sword that I've got as it moves.
So,
But also, it's leaving my threat range.
This
So I
thing
get
is-
attacked with everything.
this thing is leaving your threat range. Yes, your sword is stuck inside of it, so you cannot use your sword to do an attack of opportunity to have when this thing dashes away. You'd have to use
Anything else, like grabbing it.
You'd have to use your open hand or something. I don't think grabbing it is something you could do as for your attack of opportunity. I think attack of opportunity is pretty limited.
Makes sense. It's more. It's a reactionary move. That's fine. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait. You can attack, so it counts as an action. Like there's some people as a reaction can cast spells.
In a fight, those spells have to say that they are a reaction spell.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'll take it. No, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Okay, so what I'll do is free action shield, bash the fucking thing with a shield.
Use your reaction to make one melee attack against the provoking creature. The attack occurs right before the creature leaves your reach. You can avoid provoking an opportunity attack by taking disengage action. You also don't provoke an opportunity attack if you teleport, or when someone or something moves you without using your movement, action, or reaction.
So if you're teleported, so teleporting yourself or teleporting someone else,
Or if you move something, like when we played Woogie's game and Fish did the gust of wind to move things. Yeah.
so flying past or doesn't provoke. So what would you say to a pickup of shield, which is free action than hitting? Or would you say just punching?
I'd say you'd punch it because I don't know if you'd have time to rearm with a shield.
Is what it is, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I hit it with. So okay. So as it's happening, sword's still in front of me. I'm holding the sword. I'm just gonna knee whatever's in front of me. Just knee it, like
Okay.
proper boot it. So it's just a attack.
Yeah. Just flat roll to attack. Like a flat attack roll, not advantage, disadvantage.
Oh, okay. When you said
Yeah.
flat, I was like, no bonuses. What?
No. I mean, no advantage, disadvantage because you have a great idea of where it is.
Okay, so no slashing, obviously. No that damage is wrong. I'm gonna roll the damage now, but it's 24.
With an open-handed attack, right?
Mhm.
You don't have. So
It'd be
we went over.
plus my strength. Yeah.
Pardon?
No, what would be 1 plus my strength?
Yeah, it's 1 plus your strength.
I think that's crazy stupid though. I've never liked that rule. That's just dumb. So 5.
5. Okay. So it leaves your attack range and goes for the carriage.
How far away is the carriage?
The carriage was over 100 feet away before it stopped.
And it dashed.
Okay, so it's 100 feet. So if
So-
I fire something that's 120 feet, it's in range, right?
Yes, but this is so. Okay, here's the thing. You guys threw the flower very quickly. This thing attempted to start a dash, but it didn't. As soon as you guys saw it, it made the footprints. As soon as it started the dash for its held action, you guys.
Does it still have the sword in it?
No, its sword is in Sirik's
Okay.
hand. So Sirik made
Okay,
the stab.
okay. That's what I missed.
Yes.
Okay.
Sword's still in
So
it.
it's not visible.
Did you let go of the sword then?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I need it in the face. Yeah.
Okay, so the sword is still in it. So there's
Okay.
So Sirik
And I can
attacked.
see that.
Yes, so Sirik attacked with a held action. K attacked with a held action. You casted with a held action. And now it's going to.
Okay.
and now that it's held action, the dash is going to happen.
Okay,
Okay.
Okay.
that's fine. Do I get a turn? That's what I'm saying. At the end of that.
At the end of that, you.
We had our turns. It counts as a surprise round. We did basically we did a surprise
Okay,
round,
so can we roll
and I got a
initiative
reaction.
now?
Well, the carriage driver is gonna get back in the carriage, or he's gonna sit back down in the carriage and then drive away. Because he's got the bait, and he's trying to get to the mines. And then
Okay, I guess that ends that.
so this thing uses its movement and its dash action to chase this thing.
Yeah, I was going to take a pot shot at it at 120 feet.
I wonder what he's going to use as
That
a
was
warlock.
my intent.
Okay.
No, I'm going to use something different.
I'm gonna say we're in a chase scene now. Or, well, I don't want that to take too long. We don't have very long left. It's not worth doing a part 2.
And it collapses on the floor, unconscious.
We're gonna skip chase scene. This guy books it. This guy was really close to the mine entrance. He grabs the guy. He books it into the mine. This floating sword follows into the mine with him.
And how far back are we?
You guys would probably be 100, let's say 120, 125-ish feet from this mine entrance.
Motherfuckers moved 60 feet.
I'd like to take
as
a
base.
shot then.
Pardon?
I'd like to take a shot.
Okay.
120 feet. Okay.
Eldritch blast the shit
Here?
out of it. Even if it is to knock my sword out.
No. I got something better.
Oh,
Jesus,
crit.
it's a crit
He's
hit.
fucking crit.
It's a
36
guiding
damage.
bolt.
Yeah, here comes the description so you can read it.
Okay.
Oh my lord. 36 damage, man. That's fucking nuts.
Damn.
Oh, damn it, it's not sending the description.
You crit? What the fuck, man? Please say it falls down dead. It's fucking hilarious.
Hold on, I'm copying and pasting this.
Okay.
Oh, lord. Guiding bolt, man. Fuck me. Is this a homebrew creature or is this an actual creature?
I think this is an actual creature because I didn't need to pull it from anywhere. When I went to go look it up, it was actually in there.
46. Is it radiant damage as well? Because it's. Oh. Let's hope it's vulnerable.
Oh yeah, I forgot about all those. So
On a hit, the target takes 4d6 radiant damage, and the next attack roll made against the target before the end of your next turn has advantage.
Because
Thanks
it's
to
lit
a
up.
mystical dim light glittering on the target until then.
wow. Okay, so
That's what I wanted to try to hit it before it hit the carriage.
nice.
Before it ran away.
Okay, so this thing is it's trying to follow the carriage driver and the unconscious hog-tied body into the mine. You guys hit it. You hit it with this guiding bolt, and it takes a good hunk of damage, and it is lit up. And this thing is big, scary looking. I was going to do this for when you guys had or for when you guys hit it with flour, expecting you to really hit it with flour. So I replaced this art real quick. So it'd look kind of like this.
Stuck my fucking sword in it. Prick.
Yeah, and it's got a sword in it, so it's
What a prick! He not only did he fuck me up, he's also pickpocketed me.
So And so it gets this great hit on it, and it goes into the mine all lit up. And if you guys want, you guys can follow it in, and we can roll initiative.
Well, we only got 9 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Very
hoping it won't
quick
take too long.
initiative. Oh, you've got like 1 HP, man. Let's fucking do it.
Just a second. Let me get the thing up. Okay, the thing is up.
Let's go, man. We'll just be the fastest combat ever. And I'm going to take the body afterwards. I'm going to skin it and make a coat out of it. Because it's invisible and hopefully it keeps its properties. 1.
Great initiative. Did you select your token?
No.
All right.
Do it now, though. My token isn't on this map, so.
Yeah, drop it on the map.
Oh, I can do that, can't I? Whoops. I rolled a 1, so let me just put initiative again.
Rolled a.
I'll just correct it. I see that you got the 23. This thing needs to roll initiative. Just a second. I'm going to change this to this.
Tusker crit again.
Tusker crit again.
Making up for my terrible rolls in the beginning.
Yeah, no kidding.
There's also more reason for this to be canon, so we actually trust Tusker in a battle.
And this thing rolled an 8.
So it goes. These two.
And I'm gonna temporarily move, I'm gonna move this to the token layer. I didn't bring in artwork for it. So you guys are gonna be down here at the mine entrance. Bring you down. And then this thing needs to take... I'm gonna need to write... I've been writing it down. This thing needs to take some damage, so...
There's at least 46 on it, because I hit it with 10. And Tusker hit it with 36. So it can't have a ton of health left.
True.
Okay, I don't have a thing for this. I'm gonna use Big Al as the token. But Big Al is in, so Big Al will represent the guy carrying the unconscious body.
Alright.
All right. So it is in here, probably about there. You guys came in behind it there.
Mm-hmm.
This place, you guys enter in this mine. What do you expect to be a pitch black mine? It's actually not. It's got it's got a dim lighting everywhere. There are multiple mine tunnels at the end that are glowing red hot with fire. And they provide light throughout the entire place. I don't know if the grid is correct, so we're just gonna have to count the squares, unless the grid does happen to be correct, because it was built into this map.
We can just do the snap to center thing as well.
In here, in the mines, there's the dim light anywhere, and there is a constant layer of smoke, kind of about 5 feet off the ground and up. So the top half of this thing is completely visible as it makes an impression in the smoke. The smoke is very heavy in front of these mine entrances, and it is very, very hot inside these mines. So I'm going to look up. Because I set this up a while ago. I can't remember. So there's extreme heat here by being. So if you guys stay under the smoke level, you guys are just very warm. If you're above smoke level, you're within extreme heat temperature. So we have the extreme heat conditions going on as well. Extreme heat conditions are a creature exposed to the heat without access to drinkable water must succeed on a Constitution saving throw at the end of each hour, or gain 1 level of exhaustion. DC is 5. So I'm gonna change. So I'm gonna homebrew change that to the end of each round. So when it's at the end of end of your turn, if you are above this level, the smoke level, then you have to roll or take 1 point of exhaustion.
Or drink water.
Or drink water.
As 5'9", am I considered above it?
Standing straight, you are above it. If you kind of crouch or anything, you would be below it.
So I'm gonna do a crouchy boy.
Okay. I'm gonna say if you guys are crouched, it would be considered difficult terrain. Because you guys wouldn't have full range of movement as if you were up.
I can live with that.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Great. Kay, it is your round. It's your turn. You may go first.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot it with short bow.
Okay. 14. Where did I put its character sheet? 14 meets armor class. So that hits. 4 piercing damage.
Oh yeah. And then I'm going to move my full 15-foot movement because
Difficult terrain. Mm-hmm.
which will take me right about
It's from the token you're on to where you want to go, man. Not the tip of your. Alright.
I'd say that's fine, because if you count the squares, 5, 10, 15.
5, 10, 15. Yeah, I suppose about that.
Yeah.
and that will be my turn.
Okay. Just a second. I'm gonna rearrange this. Great. Cal, it is your turn.
All right, I am going to do a guiding bolt again
Okay.
on this guy.
If he survives this, man.
20 hits. 18.
Okay, and then I'm going to move 15 feet up.
Okay.
Once I get back to the map.
I can move you for now if you want. Just forward
Yes,
straight.
please do. Yep.
Okay. And then it is
Its turn, yeah.
its turn. He's gonna share a turn with. Just a second. 5. So this is it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5. So this guy's gonna be. He's gonna move the full distance he can away from this thing. he's going to take the 1 point of exhaustion. And then this thing, this thing is going to use its full range and go about there. To attack this thing, and it's going to take the 1 point of exhaustion. So that's going to be its turn. And so, Sirik, it is your turn.
Dashing while crouching.
Okay. So you're going to take the 30 feet.
Yep.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, it is your turn. Back to the top of the order. Boogie.
Yeah, sorry. Thing for mom. I'm gonna shoot it with short bow again.
I love the way you said you got a thing for your mum.
From mom.
Jesus.
20. That hits.
Lost damages. 5.
5. Alright, it takes 5 points of damage. Things starting to look a little pin-cushioned.
I'm moving 15 feet, and then that's my turn.
Okay. Cal, it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to fire off my last guiding bolt.
Okay. 17 hits.
Damn.
20
It's like a truck, man.
radiant damage.
Man, if that doesn't kill it, I don't know what will.
Well, you just see the outline in smoke, right? Well, I guess in thing, but it's
We hit
it's,
with 3 now, man. 3.
he gets hit and he's just
I
and it's
haven't been rolling my attack with advantage. I forgot. Oh yeah,
He's still
'cause
hit, man. Fuck him.
yeah.
so it's like so it's very hurt. It's kind of like limping and trying to still limp away from you guys towards
Jeez,
this
it's not
this
down
guy.
yet?
It's not down yet.
It's like 100 damage that you've done on your
Yeah.
own. It's still nothing. So it's the
Oh, well,
thing-
that's gonna-
3.
Yeah, I'm going to want to move me forward
Yeah, sure.
before I forget.
You go there. 15 feet. That was,
Alright.
that's 15.
15 feet.
That was the 15, or was this one the 15?
It was. He was. Yeah. It's 15. Anyway, fuck him. It's 15.
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
I've
that's
counted
good.
3 squares from where I was.
Okay. You guys were in line, so we'll just do that. Great. So yeah, it's still limping away from you guys towards this thing.
It's now the thing's turn.
And it's now the thing's turn. He's going to
Get shit on, son.
it's gonna move here. And
Wait, it's gonna move. Then. This is the thing, or is this the thing?
this is the thing. This I don't have an icon for it, so it's just the outline.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
So, okay.
Uh,
I thought it was that thing.
No,
Okay.
that thing. I just don't have a token to represent the carriage driver.
Okay. Sweet. Carry on.
So so he's in a
He
cower
took the
there.
carriage driver, not the hostage.
The carriage driver took the hostage and booked it in.
Oh, he's going after the hostage. Okay, cool.
Right. So he's gonna attack the carriage driver.
Bitch.
And
A miss.
Miss. But
Complete
he's got,
anticlimax.
but he hits twice. He's multi-attack.
he makes the second one.
Makes the second one. And
Using bludgeoning. Oh my lord.
and it immediately drops the carriage driver. Also, I've been forgetting to bring this thing's resistances and weaknesses in. So
Is it weak to radiant? If it's weak to radiant, it's been taking double damage from all those things.
no, it's actually getting health back.
What?
What?
Huh?
Shit.
How the fuck does that work?
Because it's resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, and non-magical.
But from guiding bolt, that's magical.
Yes, it is. So it's not taking. So from the arrows, it's getting health back because it's been getting pierced by arrows.
Because it's taking half damage.
It's because it's taking half damage.
Ah, okay, cool. I thought you meant it was like the arrows were healing him. I'm like, what?
No.
So he's
That's what I
still
thought.
pretty hurt though, because he's still.
Yeah, because that was that was like 4 or 5 damage.
That was 9 damage total. So he took, 5, but he still took from Tusker.
He still took full damage from Tusker.
56, 70.
Plus the bear attack.
Yeah, no, he's 56 plus 18. That's
76.
74.
Mhm. Yep. Great. So now it is Siric's turn.
Dash again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. There you go.
Sweet. The next one's a charge. I'm gonna rugby tackle the dickhead.
Okay. Top of the order then, it is Kay's turn.
Okay.
Okay, burp.
I am going to. I'm gonna stand up
Okay.
and walk the 30 feet.
Okay.
The regular 30 feet.
And then crouch again.
4, 5, 6.
I love the fact that we could have just walked and then crouched again.
And you are 30 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
And hold on. All right, I'm going to use Ice Knife.
Okay. Uh, 60 feet, 5
Ranged
feet.
spell attack.
Yep. You create a shard of ice and fling it at one creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the creature. On hit, the target takes 1d10 piercing damage. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold.
Yeah.
Great.
So it could potentially do 22 damage if it both crit.
Yes.
So I gotta.
So you roll the ranged attack.
Is that plus my proficiency and spell attack bonus, or just spell attack bonus?
You're not using anything. You're using your hands, man. You can't be proficient at using your hands.
Yeah, I think just spell attack bonus.
All right.
Swiggity swooty, give me that booty.
13.
God damn it.
You just miss. Hit or miss, though, the shard explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. So he's got to roll
Yep.
for dexterity, and this is against your spell save.
Yep.
21.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, it passed.
Okay. Kay, it is your turn. Oh, and you have to roll. Sorry, before the end of your turn, Kay, you roll Constitution save.
Why? Sounds good.
We can't hear you.
I
you
did
said
crouch
K.
down at the end
Yeah.
of my turn.
Oh, you crouched
said
down.
K.
Okay,
You
sorry.
mean cow.
No, I said K at the end of his turn because
Cal?
he was in the smoke.
Oh, you mean as in
Gotcha.
Woogie?
Yes,
because
Woogie, because he was in the smoke for his turn, because he
But I
didn't say.
crouched back down. Yeah, sorry. My mom called me. So
Oh, that's okay.
I do gotta go, like, soon.
Okay, okay. Well then, Cal, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna do an Eldritch Blast.
Great. Smack it. 22
Boom.
and 3 damage. You graze this thing, and it does hit, but it doesn't take it
Fucking
down.
hope so.
Damn it.
But it doesn't take damage.
It doesn't take it down.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Cool.
Moved 15 feet.
Okay.
End of turn.
Great. The stalker is going to attempt to kill and finish off the carriage driver. Where did I put your character sheet? Really? Did I close it? Alright, whatever.
This thing's gonna be so fucking pissed off in a second once I get close.
22 hits and 7 kills.
So the tavern owner's dead.
The tavern owner is dead, and now it's going to attack to the unconscious body to hit and kill that. Because it's unconscious and prone and whatever, he's going to hit it with advantage. 24 and 13, and he kills the unconscious body.
Damn.
At this point, just take my sword and fucking leave. What's the point?
To kill it.
Kill the creature.
Oh, okay. I walk up, grab my sword, make it fire, and just yank that thing over its head because it's still in him. Just like,
Okay.
sorry, yeah.
Roll to
yeah.
do those things.
Well, it's basically an attack roll, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Of his innards.
Yes. What is his intestinal AC?
His intestinal AC is probably 0. We lost
They-
Tusker.
Okay. What am I gonna do?
All right, I'm back.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, yeah, how you
Hey.
doing? Hey, Michael.
For a duration, your attacks deal with extra D4 chosen rights damage. It counts as magical. Sweet. So I run over to the space, which is there, grab sword, inflaming it
Mm-hmm.
with both hands because I've got both hands free. Fucking why not? And do I get advantage for being the next melee attack after his guiding bolts, or is that over?
His last attack was an Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm.
To know them.
Yeah, so no.
Cool. Plus
16 does
D4
hit.
of plus D4 of fire damage, and also the magic attack I've just done counts as magical.
Okay.
Plus my spellcasting ability, which is +1. Ah, fuck!
5. So you do
15.
You do
15
15
damage.
damage. So, tell me how you kill this thing.
With great
Yes.
pride.
Yeah.
Yes.
So from one side, I grab walk up behind, grab 2 stands on the side, so it's facing away. So imagine it's stuck in its ribs. I grab the sword and just drag up over his shoulder blades and round to the other side, and then pull it out. So it's sort of blood eagled it,
Can we?
but also not to ruin the hide either. I'm
All right.
taking it.
Great. So you
Does it become visible?
as it falls, it does not become visible. It sits there and it bleeds and everything. And
Is it unconscious?
it's dead. You killed it.
Sweet. Done.
Search
Fuck
the
you all.
body.
Search everything. I skin it. I mutilate it, and I wear it as a hat.
And you wear it as a.
I'm making it into a cloak.
If I decide to canonize this, we will do that off camera, you and me. you skinning it and everything.
I will skin everything and make it into a fucking hood and cloak.
Okay.
And give it to Kay because that'll make him invisible.
All right.
the time.
All right, well, I gotta go because I was supposed to leave 15 minutes ago.
All right. Well, we'll see you later. Thank
All
you
right.
for being here.
Hey, it was on time this time.
It was pretty on time. That's the end of what I have written here for this little adventure.
Okay, I'm gonna do my outro real quick because I have to go.
Yes. So thank you everyone
Okay.
for being here, coming out. Woogie, tell us a bit about yourself. Why don't you get out of here?
Okay, my name is Woogie. My name is Woody. I'm proprietor of the HSF Productions YouTube channel. You can look me up at youtube.com/Dane's Game Room if you would like to, or you can just search HSF Productions on YouTube. It should have a little logo that has 3 Pokeballs on it. I make a lot of different videos about a lot of different things, and I'm going to be going into doing more videos very soon because I'm writing 2 right now. But besides that, you can find me on Twitter at Gangrene, and then you can find me on Instagram under Woogie95 or at Danes_game_room. Thank you very
Woogie, you
much.
cut out right at the beginning of that.
No, he's good. Go.
I'm fucking about, man. Just go, run,
Die.
run.
All right.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya, bye.
All right. That didn't screw up
I
cameras
don't
too
care.
bad, actually.
I was about to say, you do your thing. I don't care. Carry on.
That was
Emotional.
my attempt at a horror one shot. I didn't go as I
liked
had
it.
planned. You guys
Yeah,
entered
you'd
in.
rather-
You guys entered into this battle backwards. I thought it would be coming at you, and not you guys going at it.
It's me. If there's something to wrestle, I will wrestle it.
I know.
Charge! Always forward!
But yeah, and that's so that's all I had written there. And I'm not
I'm intrigued to see,
still.
like, what this keeper had, honestly.
Pardon?
I'm intrigued to see what this keeper had. What he had that would make him come after him.
I'm unsure if we're gonna canonize this. If we do, we'll do that off camera.
Just fucking canonize it. We'll sort it out off camera. I want this to be canon. Start doing stuff that isn't canon feels like, doing a week's work and then getting no wages.
Yeah, it's kind of exactly like that.
I don't want that. I want my wages. Thank you. I want to be able to tell this story to the people of the village and go, you know what?
At least send us peanut butter cups. Come on.
I do also have to go. So, Dave, why don't you tell us about you, or why don't you do whatever? Why don't you do outro whatever you want?
First and foremost, who the
Yeah.
fuck is this Dave you talk of?
Oh, sorry, Grim Schism. Grim
Not
Scrim.
even that. Do I look like some sort of plumber that beats his wife? I am not a Dave. I am a David. Full stop.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yes, you did. You just did it to wind me up. I have nothing going on right now. I am almost invisible on the social platform, so I'm just gonna say hello, and I'm in James's Discord. Come and say hello.
Thank you. And Tusker.
I'm Tusker20. You can find me here every weekend. You can find me Saturday doing Woogie's games, and you can find me here doing James's games.
These games are off
I'm
camera. You can't find us
Well,
doing
it's
that.
Can't find that. Thanks for the reminder. I'm at Tusker20 on Twitter.
You can
And-
see it if you subscribe to James's OnlyFans. Just put it out there.
Yeah, go to the OnlyFans. Which I totally have for
And that's about
realsies. Awesome. And I'm James Zolf. Thank you for everyone who came out, which I don't think was anyone. Oh,
Vavisha.
Vavisha just showed up. So thank you. I'm sorry you missed everything. It's over now. And
Thanks for showing up.
Yeah, thank you for showing up, though.
Come back next week.
Yeah, we'll come back next week. Shit'll be different.
Next week about noon central.
Yeah, noon central, 10 a.m. Pacific. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for coming out. And until next time, everyone, bye.
Bye.